Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me live here with Dylan Allen on another Walnut Creek Crawdads game here, live from Monte Vista. Dylan, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Ammar. It's very hot out here, but we're sitting in some shade, so we're escaping the heat right now.
Yeah, definitely a little different from the weather that we had the last two games over in the peninsula. But live here today from Monte Vista, we're going to prepare today for the Menlo Park Legends at the Walnut Creek Crawdads here. Game time at 1 p.m., so the first switch will be at 1 p.m. Entering the game, they have the second and third seeds here for the CCL North matchup, with the Crawdads currently sitting at 7-4, second in the division, and the Legends sitting third in the division at 5-3. Now, just some notes real quick. The last time the Crawdads played, the Legends actually happened to be on June 19th on Wednesday, and they won that game 8-1 decisively. And entering this game, they've won 5 straight conference games, are currently on a 6-game win streak. And Legends are entering this game with a 1-game win streak and currently sitting behind the third in standings. Dylan, just talk to me a little bit about how that last game went between these two teams on June 19th. What did you feel like was the biggest reasons the Crawdads were able to come out victorious?
Yeah, 6-game win streak for the Crawdads. The biggest thing from that 10-6 win against the Seagulls was really just the offense continuing to stay hot. I mean, you had guys up and down the lineup getting knocks. Most notably, the 6 through 9 positions in the lineup: Cam Calvillo, Ben Royo, Xavier Rios, all coming through clutch. Ben Royo with 2 knocks, Calvillo with 2 knocks. Calvillo won player of the game there. Just a lot of guys coming through again in this 6-game win streak, and they're just coming together. They're staying hot.
Yeah, and I think just a big thing that I noticed from that game is it was eerily similar to their game on Tuesday versus the South Bay Storm. It started off early. They start off in that second inning up 2-0 with an RBI double, and it just seems like anytime this Crawdad team is able to get on that scoreboard early and hot, especially the way that they were, that's how they were able to come victorious against that game against the Legends and really ultimately this entire win streak. And just to add on to that, this is a Legends team that is known for their pitching, known for their bullpen too. Granted, it wasn't their best pitchers, but they still played a really solid game through.
Yeah, I agree. The last game against the Legends, Crawdads won 8-1. It was their pitchers were gross. They were throwing a lot of nasty stuff. The Crawdads pitchers were better though.
Right.
So that's what it's going to come down to today. Again, the last game, both teams are coming off a game against the Seagulls. The Legends won 2-0 last night, but the Crawdads on Thursday, their starting pitcher Carson just threw the ball really well, and that was probably one of the biggest things as to why they won that game. The 10-6 score sounds a little bit closer than what that game actually was.
Yeah, no, definitely, and it's funny too. We talked to Cam Cavillo after the game, and he even we asked him too. Some of the toughest things in baseball is to really close out a game. There's no time limit, right? So first one to get the 3 outs, and he even echoed the same thing where you have to just stay focused one pitch at a time. Like you said, that score 10-6 is not a reflection of really how that game went through. It was really just another dominating win for the Crawdads. Again, as we mentioned before, started off in that second inning where they went up 2-1 against the Seagulls. So definitely seems to be a theme here in these dominant wins for the Crawdads. So now, just real quick, we're just going to go through the batting order for the Crawdads today. So starting off, the leading hitter will be Casey Cummings, a center fielder from the University of Texas at Austin. Cam Cavillo at third base, who's currently in the portal. Aiden Camberg will be at right field from UCSB. Ethan Liao, the left fielder out of Gardner-Webb U. Isaiah Walker will be at second base, who's also in the portal. Jackson Bird will be at first base from UC Riverside. Nico Espilcueta, the designated hitter, also undecided. Benjamin Royal will be the shortstop, who's in the portal. And Owen Firestone, Cal Poly legend, who we're very familiar with, he is also in the portal. And just some quick notes here, Dylan. What are we have some updates on some of these guys that are in the portal or that are 50-50 right now and where they are?
Yes, sir, Ammar. Some notes on the lineup in general and just how these guys have been doing. So there's only um, 4 guys out of this lineup that played against the Legends on Wednesday. That includes Casey Cummings, Cam Calvillo, Aiden Camberg, and Isaiah Walker. Everyone else in this lineup did not play on Wednesday, so they're going to see a team that they haven't faced before, and it's going to be interesting. But the guys that have played against this Legends team, Calvillo got a knock, Aiden Camber got a monster double to the right field wall out at Menlo Park, and Isaiah Walker got an RBI triple in that game. So the guys that weren't there were hitting, and Camber, his last 3 games, he has 8 walks, 3 against the Seagulls, and I want to say 3 against the Legends, and then 2 the game before that. So 8 walks in his last 3 games. He's seen the ball really well. He's just being patient up there and getting on base. Calvillo as well, 2 for 4 with an RBI his last game against the Seagulls. And then, as I said, Walker got that RBI triple. And look for Casey Cummings, the leadoff hitter, to get a lot of at-bats today, look to break out of a slump. He got a knock against the Seagulls in his first at-bat of the day. He went 1 for 6, so he's hitting the ball, but he's just kind of out front a little bit. We'll see if he can break that slump today on a beautiful sunny day here at Monte Vista Park.
And as you mentioned, some familiar faces from the last time these two teams faced off, but also some new faces, specifically in the pitching matchup tonight, or I should say this afternoon. We have E.J. McGrew, the 6'2", 230-pound lefty from Oakland, California. He plays at Willamette University. And this summer, so far in the CCL, he has 3 appearances. He is 3-0. He has a 0.75 ERA, 9 strikeouts. The last time he played was June 15th versus the Merchant. It was that big win that the Crawdads had. Funny enough, it just seems like a thing that we keep saying about the Crawdads wins being big, but nonetheless, they won that game 12-3, and he had 4 innings pitched, 2 runs, 1 ER, 4 hits, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. His previous 2 games also came out victorious. He had that June 8th versus the Merchants where they won their that was the highest scoring point total that they had all season, 17-1. Also in that one, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 5 strikeouts. And then June 5th was his very first game, his debut for the team. He had, 60. They won 16-5, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 walks, and a strike. And then, what are some, you have a note here about McGraw. What are you expecting from him in this matchup?
I'm expecting him to go out there, dominate. He's been out there 3 times already. This will be his 4th appearance on the year. He's 4 innings pitched in each appearance, so um, we'll see if he can go longer than 4. But if he gets 4, that's consistency right there. So
Yeah.
expecting him to balls in play and just let the defense work behind him.
And we talked about this too before going on air too. Every time McGrew has pitched for the Crawdads, I mean, you can see on his record, you can see the stats. The Crawdads have also put up a ton of run support too. So it
Yeah.
just seems like this defense is just really knows how to play well behind him, knows how to play well just behind all the pitchers, but especially against McGrew. And then on the other side, we have Richard Keel, who will be pitching for the Menlo Legends. He attends Menlo Park. He's a 6'5", 207-pound righty, a 4.14 ERA in 41 innings at Menlo this year. And we talked about this too. This is a Menlo team with a very, very deep bullpen.
Absolutely, Mar. On Wednesday, their guys were throwing probably high 80s, and they had some nasty stuff out of there. A lot of movement, a lot of speed, a lot of velocity. But the Crawdads were doing a good job again of just seeing a lot of pitches, waiting for theirs, and ripping it. I mean, that's why you had Camber rip that double in the 2nd inning, and then you had Isaiah Walker right after him rip a triple, and that's how they got on the board. To start that game, and then from there they just kind of broke it open, chipping away, and they ended up putting up 8 runs. I mean, you had the lefty first baseman, who hit a 3-run bomb in that game. So again, they did a really good job in that game of even with seeing that higher velocity, just getting barrels on the ball.
And I
So
think, and just to add on to your point, I think that's what's making this win streak, especially that game against the Legends the last time these two faced. It really looked like from the get-go, it looked like the Legends were going to be on the scoreboard first. They had that big hit from their power hitter, who's a second batter in that rotation. We thought that ball was going and sailing. Cummings had a great dive catch. The defense showed up. So just really, really great play here from the Crawdads, despite facing a bunch of adversity.
yeah, they've got some guys, the Legends, on that lineup that can hit the ball really hard. I mean, Bronzini started that game off, and they were getting some really hard contact off him, and he was able to escape with only 1 earned run in 3 innings. But one ball to the wall, as you said, Ammar, and then a shot right at Mark Wahlberg. So there was a couple of hard knocks. We'll see how McGrew can do today. Just wants to let him work the defense.
Hmm.
Let the defense work behind him. Excuse me.
And just one last thing before we send this thing off. What are your keys for tonight's game?
The keys for the game again, just keep being patient at the plate. The biggest thing that the Crawdads have done is just be patient, look for theirs, and wait to rip their pitch when they get it. And that's how they've been able to get on the board early. And then once they get on base, be aggressive, steal bags, and then come through in clutch situations.
Yep. Well, thank you so much for joining us here for our pregame show before the Walnut Creek Crawdads take on the Menlo Park Legends. Joining me is Dylan Allen on this pregame show. Dylan, any last words?
Let's see if they can get to 7.
Awesome. Yep. We will hand this off now to Austin and Carson. Thank you so much, and we hope you enjoyed today's game. Bye.
We've got a three-way tie at the top of the CCL North. Two of those teams facing off right here and right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome into Monte Vista High School. My name is Carson Mercier, joined alongside Austin Oda. It's the Walnut Creek Crawdads playing host against the Menlo Park Legends. Legends coming in today 6-3, tied at the top with the Crawdads and the Slow Blues. They are victorious in 4 of their last 5 games. That one loss coming against the Crawdads back on Wednesday. Crawdads 7-4 in conference play. They're 3-1 here at home, and they've won their last 5 consecutive conference games. It's been a good streak for the Dads.
Yeah, a lot of things going right for Walnut Creek right now. The pitching has started to click. The bats, especially with runners in scoring position, have started to click. They're getting guys on. They're taking walks. They're cutting down the strikeouts. Just a lot of positives for the Crawdads right now.
EJ McGrew warming up for the Dads as we speak. Let's take a look at the lineup he will be facing. Legends deploying Josh Quinn, who leads off and plays shortstop. Rowan Felsch is in right field. He bats second. Dylan Joyce is the DH batting third. Batting fourth is the catcher, Caleb Hurd. Jordan Crawford bats fifth. He plays first base. Batting sixth in center field is Vaskin Smith. Cannon Treese is the third baseman, batting seventh. Cody Watanabe is the second baseman. He bats eighth. And Logan Moosey is the left fielder. He rounds out the starting 9, going up against EJ McGrew.
EJ has been tremendous his second summer in Walnut Creek. 3-0, an 0.75 ERA, 12 innings. He goes exactly 4 innings to start. Gave up his first earned run of the summer last week against the Merchants.
Josh Quinn, the shortstop, steps up into the right-handed batter's box with his toes on the line, awaits the first pitch. Here it is. Fastball down low, and we're underway. 1:10 p.m., 93 degrees, first pitch time and temperature, brought to you by Meadowlark Dairy, trying to hang on to the Old Town vibe since the early 1900s. 1-0, swing and a miss, fastball top of the zone, and the count evens, a ball and a strike on Josh Quinn, who comes into today batting .231, no homers, 3 runs batted in. McGrew kicks and fires. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 89 miles an hour, and dotted up on the outer third. Count will go to a ball and 2 strikes. Crawdads looking to win their 6th consecutive conference game, 7th consecutive if you count non-conference. McGrew, a deep breath, first base side of the rubber. 1-2 pitch, nubbed on the ground, past the third base bag, and a foul ball. The count will stay 1-2. Crawdads, red tops, pinstripe, white pants. Crawdads across the chest for Menlo Park. Green tops, gray pants. Deep breath for the starter McGrew. 1-2 pitch, changeup floats outside, and the count will even up. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Love to see the early velo from McGrew, a guy that usually sits 86 to 88, but can top 89. We've seen him touch 90.
2-2, just off the outside, and the count will run full to the first batter of the game.
You know what? Hot day. Get the arms feeling good.
93 degrees, not much of a breeze.
No.
Feels every bit of that as the 3-2 pitch misses low and outside. So a leadoff walk for EJ McGrew. Josh Quinn is aboard. Rowan Felsch coming up.
Things you like about that at bat for EJ, get ahead. Things you don't like, fall behind, give up the leadoff walk. We talk about it just about every game. Leadoff walks come back to haunt you just about every time.
So Rowan Felsch, the right fielder, stands in from the left side. Hands held high. Back of his batting helmet. First pitch from the lefty, rifled back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Taking the turnaround second is Quinn. He'll stop right there. And back-to-back base runners to start the ball game for the Legends.
All right, some adversity for McGrew to work out of. Hasn't had a ton of that this summer. He's really controlled the strike zone, especially early on in contests. But a leadoff walk, and then Rowan Felsch continues to stay hot. Had a couple knocks the other day against the Crawdads. Gets one on the first pitch he sees.
Dylan Joyce now the DH, who we did not see back on Wednesday in the first meeting that these two teams had of all season. Joyce comes in today, .333, 3 homers, 4 runs batted in. Lefty McGrew kicks and fires, fastball 90 miles an hour but misses low, and it's 1-0. For Joyce, 2 home runs, 2 of his 3 come in the non-conference variety. That's from the right side with white batting gloves. As he rips this one into right field, Camberg moving over and in, it'll drop right in front of him. Runners had to wait and see. Camberg has some trouble with it. A run will come home to score. Pushing up to third is Rowan Felsch, and Menlo Park takes a 1-0 lead in the top of the first. Still nobody out and runners on the corners.
All right, adversity for McGrew, adversity for the Crawdads. Not a situation they've been in much this summer, but all of a sudden, 1-0 lead. Crawdads have a hold to work out of. EJ still not even close to out of this inning.
So Caleb Hurd, the catcher, and number 4 man in this Legends lineup, looking to keep good things going for this Legends team. As McGrew fires in a first pitch fastball and a strike, 0-1. Still runners on the corners. McGrew looking for the first out of the inning. Crawdads coming off a convincing win yesterday against another top team in the CCL, the San Francisco Seagulls. 0-1 is hit back up the middle on the ground. Royo gloves it, touches second himself, takes it to first, and the 6-3 double play, but a run will come home to score, and it's 2-0 Legends.
You will take that. If you're EJ McGrew and the Crawdads, the offense has been really good so far this year. You trade a run for a couple outs, and now EJ gets to work from the windup, kind of reset the inning.
So Jordan Crawford, the first baseman from the left side, nobody on, and 2 outs in the top of the first inning. 2 runs home already for the Legends. First pitch, swing and a miss from Crawford. 3-13, no homers, and 1 run batted in for Jordan Crawford. This takes the second to himself out of the batter's box, steps back in, the 0-1 pitch, perfectly located, 92 miles an hour, and it's 0-2.
You heard that one, too. Didn't just look hard. I mean, that's crazy.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. McGrew looking to get out of this first inning. Here's the pitch. Fastball runs high, and the count 1-2 on Jordan Crawford. 90 miles an hour again. So for EJ McGrew, who usually 86 to 89, has been 89 to 92 today, as the 1-2 pitch misses just down low. Crawford kind of lunging forward towards it. A pretty good slider off the outside part of the plate, but he's able to take, and the count goes to 2-2. Working quickly, McGrew. Here's the 2-2 pitch, down and away. Count's full.
Just looks a little jittery. We haven't really seen this from EJ this summer. He's been very composed. He's been working at his pace. It feels like he kind of just wants to get off the bump right now. A long inning already.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is down low. That's ball 4. So second walk of the inning issued by EJ McGrew, and the Legends will continue to bat in the top of the first.
Couple 3-2 pitches that have missed just a little low, just a little tight for walks. Now EJ gonna have to reset again.
So now Vaskin Smith, the center fielder from the right side. 3 for 10 on his young summer. And 3 runs batted in. First pitch from McGrew. In there for a called strike on the fastball, 0-1. Something that we learned pretty quickly for this Legends team. A lot of substitutions. Not afraid to make a change at any given point, as the 0-1 pitch misses down low. 1 ball and 1 strike on Vaskin Smith. I mean, it was a couple of days ago on Wednesday we saw 2 changes before the game had even started. Ball and a strike, and pitch will not count as McGrew balked, so Crawford will push up forward into scoring position on second base. Just not the way EJ McGrew wanted to start his afternoon. First 3 batters of the inning would reach. Double play, but now the walk and the 1-1 pitch. This is a little bit inside, 2 balls and a strike. Vaskin Smith was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout back on Wednesday. Good chance for him to cash in for the 3rd Legends run of this inning. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball out of the zone, a little bit down as well, and Smith was chasing. So McGrew able to even the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield, outfield straight up on a beautiful sunny day in Danville, California. McGrew looking to work out of the first inning. 2-2 pitch, flied pretty deep left field. Liao going back onto the track, looking up, and it's gone. 2-run home run for Vaskin Smith in the top of the first, and the Legends lead 4-0 already.
You don't think of Vaskin Smith as this big power hitter, but now 3 home runs on the summer for him, 2 that have not been finalized in a game, and that's why we love the CCL, but this one, just a 2-2 hanger, and Smith takes it way gone.
Fastball, middle. Smith did not miss it, and McGrew has really struggled in this first inning. That's the 3rd hit he's allowed. First of extra base hit variety, but 2 walks, 3 hits. Usually good things don't happen after that, as first pitch swinging for Cannon Treese, but he's a little bit under it, and it's 0-1. Treese, 250, no homers, 3 runs batted in. Does have a double on the year. 0-1, just off the outside. Looks like an off-speed pitch. Count will even. Ball and a strike. 4-0. Legends leading over the Crawdads here in just the top of the first inning. 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and 1-2 the count. McGrew just trying to settle in. It is an extremely hot day, and he usually likes to work pretty quick, as the 1-2 pitch is just a little bit below the zone. Firestone couldn't frame it. Let's take a look at the outfield for the Crawdads. Leal, Cummings, Camberg, left to right. Calvillo, Royo, Walker, Bird, third to first, with Firestone behind the plate. 2-2 pitch lined into center field. Cummings is there, back a few steps, and he reaches up over his head to make the catch. 3 hits, 4 runs, and the Legends strike first in the first. We'll go to the bottom half. You're listening to the Walnut Creek Crawdads on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Crawdads find themselves chasing 4 runs as they come to bat for the first time today. Let's take a look at their starting 9. Casey Cummings leads off. Cameron Calvillo bats second. Aiden Camberg, Ethan Liao, Isaiah Walker, Jackson Bird, Nico Asboqueta, Ben Royo, and Owen Firestone. The number 9 man for the Crawdads today. Let's take a look at the defense for Menlo Park. Outfield left to right, Logan Musey, Baskin Smith, and Rowan Felsh. Infield third to first, Cannon Treese, Josh Quinn, Cody Watanabe, and Jordan Crawford. Caleb Hurd doing the catching for Richard Keel. Keel on the year, making his 5th appearance. Third start has been absolutely phenomenal. 16 innings pitched, 1.13 ERA, 1-1 win-loss, 25 strikeouts in those 16 innings pitched, only 5 walks allowed. Casey Cummings stepping up to the plate as the Crawdads trail 4-0 as we enter the bottom of the first inning. Richard Keel, big, tall righty, 220 pounds, 6'5", went to Menlo College, born and raised in Australia, as the first pitch is a slider taken for a strike, kind of Frisbee-esque, as Cummings checked to swing but called a strike regardless. Cummings 205, 404, 333, triple slash on the year. 0-1 pitch. Another slow slider, called a strike at the knees, and quickly Keel is ahead of Cummings, 0-2. Crawdads and Legends facing off for the second time this week, for the second time this season. 0-2 pitch. Slider grounded through the left side, and a base hit for Casey Cummings, who had really struggled despite having a base hit in yesterday's game. He was 2 for his last 15, but he's able to get a base knock to start the game for the Crawdads. That'll bring up Cameron Calvillo, the third baseman. Cam has had an awesome summer. Not a whole lot of home run power, but doubles have been coming in bunches, and was 2 for 4 yesterday with a double against the Seagulls, an RBI. Batting average on the summer up to .333, getting on base nearly 50% of the time. From the right side, waggles his bat and waits for the first pitch. It's a slider. It misses outside. So 4 pitches and 4 sliders now for Richard Keel. Not the most overpowering pitch in terms of velocity, sitting under 70 miles an hour. Runner goes on the 1-0 pitch. Throw down there, not in time. Little high from Caleb Hurd. The second baseman, Cody Watanabe, had to go way up to get it. And Casey Cummings swipes second, sliding feet first. It's the 5th stolen base on the year for Casey Cummings. And a good start to the bottom of the first inning for the Crawdads, who trail 4-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Cameron Calvillo. Keel comes set. Hands just a little bit separated from the chest. Casey Cummings taking off for third. Pitches low. Throw down there. Not in time. Casey Cummings already has 2 stolen bases on the day, and he's stands on third base with nobody out. Three balls, no strikes to Cameron Calvillo. Waggles and waits. Fastball, 79 miles an hour, and called a strike on the outside corner, so 3-1 on Cameron Calvillo. Three and 1 pitch. Slider way outside and ball 4. So pretty much the same way that the top of the first inning started, the bottom of the first starts. On walk and single in the top half, single and walk in the bottom of the first. Now Aiden Camberg, maybe one of the hottest hitters in the CCL coming up. Pretty young summer for Aiden Camberg, just 5 for 12, but a home run, 2 doubles. He's walked 8 times in his 20 plate appearances. Camberg stands in on the left side. The Crawdads have a chance to cut into the deficit. First pitch slider. This is down by the back foot of Camberg, and it's 1-0. Yesterday against the San Francisco Seagulls, and pardon me, on Thursday against the San Francisco Seagulls, Camberg was 1 of 2 with 3 walks. Long hold for Keel. Now comes home and misses outside, so 2 balls and no strikes on Aiden Camberg. Camberg, 6 walks in his last 2 or so games. Not afraid to draw ball 4. And it looks like Keel may have Calvillo picked off. They do. Cameron Calvillo was just jumping a little bit too far off that first base bag. Richard Keel, the long hold, picked it up and picked him off. So now that walk following the base hit erased for the Crawdads. Still that man on third base, but now 1 away. Two balls and no strikes on Aiden Camberg. Rests the bat on his back left shoulder, awaits and takes inside another slider. 3 balls and no strikes. Pitching has been really, really good for Menlo Park this year. Wasn't so great on Wednesday when these two teams faced off. 12 walks were issued by Legend pitching. 3-0. Misses high, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. Bases would have been loaded if Calvillo wasn't picked off, but he was. So the Crawdads will have runners on the corners. 1 out for the number 4 man, Ethan Liao. Liao, the left fielder, has been awesome. 372, 439, 529 for a 968 OPS. That's the highest among Crawdad starters today. A couple of home runs, 8 runs batted in, and is riding a 6-game hitting streak. He's actually hit in 11 of his last 12 games. Crawdads trailing by 4, bottom of the first inning. Keel comes home, slider kind of nubbed to the right side. Second baseman Watanabe has 1 play. It's to first. He makes it, but a run will come home to score. Moving up into second base is Aiden Camberg on the 4-3 RBI ground out for Ethan Liao. Now 2 outs in the inning, and Isaiah Walker, the second baseman for the Crawdads, comes up. Crawdads trying to cut the deficit in half with that second run standing on second base. As the first pitch fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1. Richard Keel, good stuff, but not really going to blow you away. About 80 miles an hour on the fastball, but has shown that frisbee-like 0-2. Pretty good spot from Keel, and a pretty good frame from Caleb Hurd. Walker 286, 432, 400, 832 OPS. Gonna try and battle in a 0-2 count as Keel spaghetti moves off the top of the mound. And back into second base is Camberg. Camberg, some pretty good speed. Not afraid to steal. Already 2 stolen bases in the 4-ish games that he's played. No balls and 2 strikes on Isaiah Walker with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Keel comes home. Slider kind of reached for and poked into straightaway. Is Vaskin Smith. He's got it in the right center alleyway, and the inning is over. Crawdads get the 1 run, but they maybe got picked off and stranded some scoring opportunities. We'll go to the second, 4-1 Crawdads trail. Cody Watanabe, Logan Musi, and then the top of the order, Josh Quinn coming up, top of the second, 4-1. Crawdads trail. McGrew fires, misses low, 1-0. McGrew struggled in the top half of the first inning. 2 walks, 3 hits, and a 2-run home run. 1-0 pitch hit on the ground through the right side and a base hit. So 4 hits in just an inning plus for the Legends, and they have a leadoff man on in back-to-back innings. Legends have really struggled offensively, at least this season. Hitting just .212 as a team. Coming in with only 1 official home run, 17 extra bases, and an OPS at .641. But today, drawn some pretty good at-bats now, the number 9 man, Logan Musi. Left fielder from the right side. First pitch swinging and fights it off foul the other way. 0-1. Really rough first inning for E.J. McGrew. Was pretty much ahead of both guys that he walked. Both guys that he walked would come home to score. Was ahead of Josh Quinn, I believe, 1 and 2. No balls, a strike. McGrew set, stares down Watanabe on first. Now comes home. The 0-1 pitch misses just a touch low. The count will even up a ball and a strike. Pretty hot day, Danville, California. 93 degrees, and that temperature only rising. No real breeze either, so talking about it earlier, feels every bit of that 93. 1-1 from McGrew. Fastball a little high and tight, but called a strike. 90 miles an hour again for E.J. McGrew. Ball is popping out of his hand. Popping off the bat for the Legends as well. 1-2 pitch, hit on the ground right at Isaiah Walker, and he muffs it. Kind of shoots right behind him. He'll try and throw to first, but it'll be not in time. So an E4 for Isaiah Walker, and inning looking pretty bright for the Legends with the top of the order coming up. Got a lot of spin on it, but certainly a play that Walker could have made. So back-to-back base runners to start the second, just as the first. And now Josh Quinn, who got things started in the first, is coming up. Quinn, tough at bat in his first time to the plate, swings through a slider down below the zone, 0-1. Was able to draw a walk, but it was a tough one. Down in the count early, and was able to battle out of it and draw ball 4. Came home to score on the Dylan Joyce single. First 3 batters back in the first inning would reach base. 1 via the walk, 2 single base hits. No balls, a strike on Josh Quinn. Fastball on the outer corner, called strike 2, and McGrew ahead, no balls, 2 strikes. Still in search of the first out of the top of the second. McGrew trying to keep the score right where it is. 4-1 Crawdads trail. Able to scratch 1 across in the home half of the first inning after Casey Cummings would just steal his way around the bases after singling. No balls and 2 strikes. McGrew home. Slider, swing and a miss. Big out number 1 for E.J. McGrew in the top of the second. It's the first strikeout and first out of the inning, as it'll bring up Rowan Felsch. Down below the zone with the slider, maybe right on the corner, backdoored perfectly, and he needed that. Now Rowan Felsch, lefty-lefty matchup. Rowan singled back up the middle in the first inning. McGrew fires, pitch is fouled back, and no balls and a strike the count. Home plate umpire Harvey Maxey going to give Owen Firestone just a little breather, the courtesy timeout. 3-man crew today: Harvey Maxey, Ron Mosso at first, and Eric Thompson at third. 3-way tie at the top of the CCL with Slow, Walnut Creek, Menlo Park. Sonoma Stompers not too far behind. San Francisco and Alameda kind of trying to just tread water in the early parts of the season. Looks like Firestone is okay as Harvey Maxey, home plate umpire, makes his way back to the plate. Runners on first and second, 1 out, top of the second, and an 0-1 count to Rowan Felsch. McGrew, the lefty, set, comes home, misses way outside. Count will even, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
Didn't miss, well, you missed a good bit.
Missed a good bit.
1-1 from McGrew. Slider popped up, right field. Camberg going back, drifting, twisting, turning, back to the track, makes the catch, and no tag from the runner on second base. Nice play out there by Camberg to adjust kind of on the fly and make the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, he's a catcher by trade. Now we're seeing him kind of patrol the outfield. Crawdads have 3, 4, 5 really solid catchers defensively, and so some of them are going to have to play other positions. We've seen Owen Firestone on the bump. We've seen Aiden Camberg out in the corner outfield. Bear Harrison, can play kind of the corner infield positions, and it's kind of the fun of summer baseball. You get to try some new things.
So Dylan Joyce, 2 on and 2 out, looking to keep the inning going for the Legends. McGrew delivers this one, chopped to second base on 1 high hop. Walker's got it, his throw across in time to end the inning. Legends had the first 2 men of the inning reach base safely. McGrew able to set down the next 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning, 4-1 Crawdads trail on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. 4-1 the score as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Legends out in front of the Crawdads early. The Crawdads coming to bat. Jackson Bird, Nico Azpilicueta, and Ben Arroyo. Still Richard Keel on the mound with a 3-run lead in which to work. Bird from the left side awaits the righty's first pitch, offering a slider in there for us. This one pulled down the right field line, hooking, and a foul ball. Bird just not able to keep it fair, and the count will go to 0-2.
He knew it out of the box, but that's kind of where all of his extra base hits come from. Tugging him down the line when he's able to get out in front of a pitch, uses hand strength to muscle them down the line.
No balls, 2 strikes. Keel, soft tossing righty comes set. Working from the stretch, even though no one's on, and the 0-2 pitch is a fastball that's flared off the other way. 0-2. Pitching really carries, or has been carrying this team throughout the early parts of the season. They just threw their second shutout of the year yesterday against the San Francisco Seagulls. That's a team that scored 6 runs the day before that against this very Walnut Creek Crawdad team. No balls and 2 strikes. Keel comes home, fastball way outside, and 1-2 the count. So it's not really the velocity for Richard Keel that has guys off balance. It's a funky delivery and a slider that he's not afraid to throw in any count. Ball and 2 strikes. Lefty Bird awaits. Slider skied to the right side. Smith charges hard. He lays out and he makes the catch. No. It'll land for a base hit for Jackson Bird, and leadoff man is aboard.
Wow. I think the umpires are going to talk this over. We've talked for the last 2 years about how we've never seen a call overturned. This might be the first.
Yeah,
we might be witnessing history.
It was just a loopy fly ball into right center field that Cody Watanabe, second baseman, never really had too much of a play on as he was going straight back. And Baskin Smith wasn't really coming in all that hard to start. Saw that it had a good chance of getting down, turned on the jets, laid out, and it looked like he caught the ball.
Yeah.
Didn't look like he trapped it, and they're going to say,
wow,
Jackson Bird is out. So maybe the first time in CCL history
has been written.
A call has been overturned. Takes a single away from Jackson Bird, and there's 1 out. Nico Azpilicueta coming up.
Yeah, where were you when history was written? Because I was there.
Yeah, just crazy stuff. 4-1 the score. Crawdads still trail. Now 1 out in the bottom of the second inning. Nice job by E.J. McGrew to get out of the second inning jam. Keel delivers a little bit low to Azpilicueta. 1-0 the count goes. 214 average for Azpilicueta on the summer. 583 OPS. He's 2 for his last 20. We saw him pretty hot to start the summer, trying to find his groove yet again as the 1-0 misses a little bit inside. 2-0 on the big, tall righty.
Yeah, the overall numbers look a little better than the conference-only numbers. Had a really, really good non-conference slate. Coming off a really, really good season at the junior college level.
2-0. Swing and a miss out in front of that slider, and it's 2-1. Two and one. The other slider, this one skied on the infield. Caleb Hurd comes out behind home plate, but it's the third baseman, Cannon Treese, who can't make the play, tumbles over backwards, and Azpilicueta will reach base safely. That was in the air forever, and Cannon Treese looked like he had it and overran it.
I almost struggled to give that. I know it is an error, but I struggled to give that one an error because that's such a tough play. I mean, the ball was hit so unbelievably high in the air. What's the launch angle on that one?
Launch angle on that is 78.3 degrees. It's pretty high.
Pretty high. Unfortunate error.
So a wonky start to this bottom of the second inning. Now Ben Arroyo, the shortstop and number 8 hitter for the Crawdads, coming up. Righty Keel comes home. Slider stabbed by the catcher, somehow able to keep his glove on it, and it's 1-0. Was set up on the outside. Pitch was a few balls off the inside of the plate, and just threw his hand at it. Was almost surprised he caught it. Azpilicueta, small lead off first, 1-0. Is not going to count because another balk, in this game. So Azpilicueta will take second. Second balk issued of the game, the first on E.J. McGrew. That was in the first inning.
You know what they say, a balk a day keeps the doctor away?
Haven't heard that before.
No one says it.
So
Balk an inning keeps the doctor winning.
1-0 count for Ben Royo. 1-0 pitch. Fastball, line drive, hit pretty well center field. Smith going back, still racing back. It's off the bottom of the wall. Heading for second is Royo. Azpilicueta taking the turn. He will score, and it's an RBI double for Ben Royo. Crawdads cut the lead in half.
The swing's starting to look good for Ben Royo again. Had a couple knocks. Those were, not the hardest hit knocks out in San Francisco the other day. This one, an absolute barrel off the bat. The center fielder Smith looked like he had a beat on it early and then said, oh, and then a word we can't say on air. Turned this back to the plate. That ball was just rocketed.
102 off the bat. I think we were talking
That's the hardest hit ball of the year.
Yeah, we were talking about off air what the hardest hit ball of the year is.
Ding, ding.
Certainly up there. So now the number 9 man, Owen Firestone, represents the tying run and takes outside 1-0. Ofi not play yesterday, but on the young summer, 1 for 8. Hasn't quite gotten into the groove, hasn't quite gotten a lot of consistent playing time. Ball and no strikes. Royo leads off second. Decent sized lead there. Heel will come home. 1-0 slider. Called a strike, but I'd say pretty good take by Owen Firestone. Pretty much perfectly spotted up. Starter Richard Keel is yet to allow more than 2 earned runs and an outing. As the 1-1 pitch is kind of just reached for and poked foul. 1-2 the count. That was back against the Sonoma Stompers, a game in which the Legends lost 3-1. Keel went 5 1/3. Gave up just 4 hits, 2 runs, got the loss. Giving up 2 runs already today, and a third is standing on second base if the Crawdads were able to cash in. All in 2 strikes, 1 out. And Keel will spin off the back of the mound.
And this is a Menlo Park starting pitching staff that has been really, really good this year. Arguably the best in the North. Just kind of eats innings. You expect them to go over 5. They average over 5 innings to start. Pretty solid ERA. The pitching staff as a whole for Menlo Park has been really good.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Keel comes set, stares at second, now comes home. Fastball kind of hits softly, back up the middle. Quinn, the shortstop, has it behind the second base bag. Throw a little high, pulled down by Crawford. So 6-3 on the putout, but moving up into third base is Ben Royo. Now the top of the lineup, Casey Cummings coming up.
Does his job. You would have liked that with no outs to make it 1 out and a runner on third. But now Casey Cummings is already 1 for 1. Looking to go 2 for 2. Looking to make this at least a 1-run game.
Casey's still the tying run at the plate. Crawdads trailing 4-2. Menlo Park Legends on top. Second meeting of the summer for these 2 squads. Casey singled, stole second, stole third, came home to score in his first at bat and flares this one pretty weakly into right field. Felsch is back. He's got it right-handed. He reaches up and makes the catch. But the Crawdads do get the 1 run. A little help from an error on the third baseman, Cannon Treese. Ben Royo doubles home a run. 4-2 as we go to the third here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads streaming network. Menlo Park Legends lead the Walnut Creek Crawdads as the Legends come to bat. Caleb Hurd, Jordan Crawford, Vaskin Smith, E.J. McGrew back to work for the Dads. First pitch, fastball offering misses a little bit low to Caleb Hurd, who grounded into a 6-3 double play back in the first inning. Wouldn't really matter as Jordan Crawford, the next batter, would walk. Guy after him, Vaskin Smith, 2-run homer. This one lined into right field, not too deep. Cummings coming over, but it's Camberg racing into the gap, reaching out to make the catch. So 2 pitches, 1 out to start the third for E.J. McGrew.
Ended up being a really nice play out and right by Camberg. Again, we talked in the last inning how catcher by trade, kind of learning how to play the outfield on the fly a little bit. That's usually a ball that Casey Cummings gets to. Might have lost it. It looked like he started to go at it and then kind of gave way, and maybe he thought Camberg was closer to the ball. Not quite sure, but an out is an out.
Now Jordan Crawford, left-handed batter, checks his swing on a pitch a little bit high. They'll appeal down to third. No go, says Eric Thompson, and 1-0 the count. McGrew was able to tiptoe his way out of some trouble back in the second inning. Each of the first 2 batters of the inning reached. 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. But was able to strike out the leadoff guy, Josh Quinn. Weak fly out of Rowan Felsh, and a ground out of Dylan Joyce. 1-1 pitch, just below the knees. 2 balls and a strike on the number 5 man, Jordan Crawford. 2-1. McGrew deals. This one hit softly to first. First baseman Jackson Bird has it and steps on first himself. 2 up, 2 down. 5 straight set down for EJ.
Jay Bird getting some action over at first. We've seen him in the outfield. Obviously, we've seen him on the bump. He said, he talked about it a little bit on the bus. He said, I can play first. It's not his most comfortable position. It's a nice little easy chopper. I feel like when you're playing a new position for the first time, the first ball hit at you is always a screamer, but makes it look easy on the little dribbler.
Vaskin Smith, swing and a miss, 0-1. Yeah, I was talking to Jackson. He's saying I can play first, and it's more of a position that you don't really have to throw. A 1, swing and a miss. 0-2. Like in the outfield, he was having to make some high-intent throws the day or 2 days after pitching, and just wasn't really doing it for him. 0-2 pitch off the outside, 1-2. Asked Coach Cummings, hey, can I play first? Coach said, yeah, that makes sense. Sure, why not? Let's test it out. And not a whole lot of action over there, but he's been good. 1-2 pitch, fouled back. Count will stay 1-2. And
you think about it, the walk-off that the Crawdads allowed in Orange County, the last play of the game was a ground ball through the left side. Bird had to come up throwing to the plate and couldn't make a strong throw.
1-2. Off the outside. Count will even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the third inning, 4-2. Legends lead. Legends trying to put themselves on top of the CCL North. 3-way tie between the Crawdads, Blues, and themselves. 2-2 pitch. Curveball. Just a little outside, and the count's full. Pretty good pitch from E.J. McGrew. Now in a 3-2 count. He's already walked 2 guys today. Payoff pitch. Popped up right side. Bird maybe going to have a chance on this in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. Makes it look easy. A 1-2-3 for E.J. McGrew in the top of the third. He's retired 6 straight Legends batters. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Crawdads trail it 4-2. Cam Calvillo, Aiden Camberg, and Ethan Liao. Bottom of the third inning. Crawdads coming to bat, trailing 2 runs. Starter Richard Keel back to work. First pitch, Bender is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Crawdads have scored 1 run in each of the last 2 innings. Menlo Park got 4 in the top of the first, thanks to a 2-run homer, 2-run, 2-out homer for Vaskin Smith. No balls, a strike. Calvillo ready. This one line down the left field line, but hooking and a foul ball.
Hey, Crawdads got a nice little welcome back today. You know who I'm talking about?
No.
Really?
Maybe?
Jack Delmore.
Oh, yeah.
Delly's back, coaching first. He coaches arms, he coaches first, coaches human beings.
Look at how calm he is over there.
It's the best. Got to chat him up for 10-15 minutes before the game.
It's good convo.
The best.
No balls and 2 strikes on Cam Calvillo. Takes outside, ball 1. Cam walked back in the first, got picked off for the first out of the first inning. Just dancing a little bit too much, and Richard Keel noticed. Got him by a pretty healthy margin. Ball and 2 strikes. Keel comes home. Fastball up and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it was Calvillo was almost early on his secondary kind of and was leaning the wrong way when Keel threw over.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Keel home. Slider just poked at and fouled off. A really nice job to just get a piece for Calvillo. Would have been a ball, but Calvillo just trying to protect. Not a guy that strikes out all that often. Only 2 strikeouts on the year. Both of those coming in the same game. It was against these Legends on Wednesday. 2-2 pitch. Fastball sky to right side. Could be trouble. Crawford, the first baseman, moving back. It's the right fielder who lays it out, and he makes the catch. Rowan Felsch dives on the line and robs Calvillo of what could have been a little bloop 2-bagger.
Yeah, not a hard hit ball whatsoever, but sometimes that's what you need, a little magic wand do. Calvillo just kind of flared it to right field. That's what he puts together in an at-bat. He's not going to strike out. He's going to put the ball in play, and Felsch has really been, I think, the most impressive player on this Legends team over the last couple times we've played him.
Kind of takes him a minute to get back to his spot, as well as the center fielder, Vaskin Smith, who was all the way over on the right field line, kind of just hyping up his teammate. Has to sprint all the way back to center field. Now he's ready. Here's Aiden Camberg. Give you one guess as to what he did back in the first as he takes outside ball 1 here. He walked, and in fact, he walked on 4 pitches. Just the 1 walk issued by Richard Keel today. Camberg's got a thing for that. Doesn't really like it, but he's finding himself on first base via ball 4 quite often this summer, as the 1-0 is in there for a strike, and the count will even a ball and a strike. 1 out, bottom of the third inning, 4-2 the score. Crawdads trying to cut into the deficit after a 4-run first inning for the Legends. 1-1 pitch, taken for a strike, and the count 1-2. Fastball, 78 miles an hour, up and in on the corner.
And when was the last 2-strike count to Aiden Camberg? Feels like it's been an eternity.
Yeah, certainly wasn't today. Well, until now. 1-2 pitch. Fastball top of the zone, fought off foul. Good swing by Camberg to stay alive. One of the hardest fastballs we've seen from Richard Keel today. 80 miles an hour.
Almost looked like Camberg kind of caught it out of the glove of the catcher, Hurd behind the plate.
Ball and 2 strikes. Keel comes set. Kind of holds his hands out in front of his chest, and the 1-2 slider ripped foul down the first base line. Camberg way out in front of this. I mean, nearly got the end of the Crawdad dugout.
Ryan Delaney's out there doing his thing.
Good to see Delaney doing that. We know
Yeah.
that he got caught lacking
Right.
last time back here at home. Had to get on his mom about that.
Uh-huh.
Get him straight. 1-2 pitch. Taken just down below the zone. Maybe a changeup. And Caleb Hurd was just about ready to throw down to third base. Thought he had strike 3. Harvey Maxey thought otherwise. So count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Keel veers over the glove and comes set. Still working from the stretch with nobody on. 2-2 pitch taken inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Quick little appeal down to third base, but Eric Thompson says no go. So the count's full on Camberg. Another 3-ball count to the Crawdad right fielder. Full count pitch. Fastball grounded to Crawford, who kind of bodies up on it to knock it down. Camberg's moving quickly and out at first base. Crawford kind of just put his left foot on the bag, reached out barehanded to pick up the ball, and it was just in time to get Camberg. Camberg was burning down the line, and maybe by a step he was out.
I didn't think so.
Yeah,
I thought he got there. I didn't think the first baseman Crawford had his toe on the bag. And that's exactly what Brent Cummings is saying. I might hold off on writing this one in my book.
I already wrote it, so.
I mean, there's no way they overturned 2 in a game,
Yeah,
right?
that
After none in 3 seasons.
That would be something. Brant Cummings, head coach, still out there talking to Ron Mosso, and the crew's going to get together. Ron Mosso kind of signaling towards Harvey Maxey and Eric Thompson. He wants to have a conversation about this.
And I think this is a really good time.
Let's take a look around the CCL. This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tours, small enough to care and large enough to compete. Only 2 other games in the CCL North today. San Francisco Seagulls and San Luis Obispo Blues. That's at Sinsheimer Park, 4 p.m. Sonoma Stompers play host to the Alameda Merchants at Arnold Field in Sonoma. That's 6:05 p.m. Other action around the CCL, Arroyo Seco Saints and Conejo Oaks starts at 2 o'clock. Just hasn't quite got underway yet, 2:01 local. Orange County Riptide and the Santa Barbara Foresters, 4:30 at Eddie Matthews Field at Santa Barbara High School. Ventura County Pirates, Academy Barons, 6:05 the night at the MLB Urban Youth Academy. And that is all for the action. Still in a conversation are the 3 umpires about this play on first base. Camberg is waiting on first base, kind of taking off his protective gear. Looks like they've come to a decision. And Ron Mosso going to give the
emphatic.
Yeah, he was excited about it. Camberg is out. The call is confirmed. So 2 up and 2 down for the Crawdads in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Ethan Liao comes to bat, grounded out to second base in the 1st inning, but was able to collect an RBI as Casey Cummings stole 2nd, stole 3rd. So nobody on and 2 outs. Home half of the 3rd. Keel comes home. First pitch swinging, and Liao rips it through the left side. A 2-out single for Ethan Liao, who has now extended his hitting streak to 7 games.
Stay hot, Ethan Liao. We've said it every game for the last week or so, and that's exactly what a 7-game hit streak is. Just keeps finding barrels, keeps getting knocks. He's hit a couple home runs in that stretch, and he has kind of cemented himself in the middle of this Crawdads lineup.
So Isaiah Walker comes to bat. Game's tying run, 4-2 the score. Legends trying to keep the score where it is with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd. Walker takes it down low. Looked like a slider from Richard Keel. Ethan Liao is now hit safely in 12 of 13 games he's played in this season.
Wow. Wow. Wow back.
1-0, way outside, even further than the last, and the count goes 2-0.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's hit the ball maybe harder than any other Crawdad not named Cole Kosciuszko and Aiden Camberg in the past 2 weeks. And even then, he's right up there with them.
I mean, the home run, 100 EV.
2-0, slider off the outside. No call to strike, and it's 2-1. That was...
How far off?
I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 balls off the outside edge. A little bit low as well.
Hey, it's close.
Close enough. Call to strike, 2-1 the count. 2 outs. Bottom of the 3rd, throw over. Liao back diving.
Have we talked about Richard Keel being an Aussie yet?
Briefly.
Okay.
Said that's where he was from.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Got to talk to him before the game. It's awesome. Yeah. He asked where the bathroom was. I was with Ryan Delaney, and Delaney turns to me and just, like, full, like, what's the kid from Home Alone?
I don't know. 2-1, swing and a miss, no throw down there. Hurd had to hold on to it. Actually didn't have the ball. Count will go to 2-2. Liao swipes second base, his 3rd stolen bag of the year.
Is it Kevin McAllister?
I think so, something like that.
It's Kevin something.
I know it's Matthew Macaulay in real life is his
Macaulay Culkin?
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. Are you thinking of Matthew McConaughey?
Maybe. Not a big movie guy, if you couldn't tell. But you're not either.
No.
You didn't know Happy Gilmore. Here's the 2-2. Outside counts full to Isaiah Walker,
Well, I knew Happy Gilmore. I just haven't watched it.
which is
Not a big
unbelievable.
Adam Sandler guy.
Yeah, you don't have to be. It's a good movie. Maybe we'll watch it later.
Maybe we have a full night.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing. It's weird having a Saturday game at 1.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a man on second. Walker ready. Heel comes home. Slider poked into center field, not deep. Smith moving over and in towards his left. He's got it in the right center alleyway to end the inning. Crawdads 2-out base hit. Not able to capitalize. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning, where Austin Oda going to be taking over on the play-by-play. 4-2 the score from Monte Vista High School.
Top half of the 4th inning, Crawdads trail 4-2. It's not a situation that the Crawdads have been super familiar with this year. They've kind of gone streaking as they have the last couple seasons. EJ McGrew, his 4th inning of work, there was a first pitch strike right on the outside. So 4-2, Crawdads trail. Crawdads have kind of inched closer after a 4-run first for Menlo Park. Backdoor slider misses a little low, 1-1.
Yeah, I give some credit to EJ McGrew. It's really easy to have that 4-run first inning. You walk a guy or a couple of guys, you give up 3 hits. It's easy to just go off the rails from there.
1-1 fouled back,
But
1-2.
But since then, I mean, 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd, was really able to bear down in the 2nd inning after each of the first 2 men in that inning reached. Got a strikeout, fly out, and a ground out. So, and then that 1, 2, 3 inning. So he's been good. McGrew's been much more settled since the 1st inning.
1-2 is right on the outside, called a little high, 2-2.
I mean, 90 miles an hour after 90 miles an hour after 90 miles an hour for EJ McGrew. I mean, he's up there in velo today. It's awesome to see.
2-2. Hanging slider, flied left field, going back Liao, moving to his right towards the track, reaches up, crashes against the wall, can't make the catch. Cruising into second is Cannon Treese with a leadoff double.
I thought it was gone off the bat, but not hit as squarely as I thought. Just kind of kept floating with the breeze, almost going out towards left field. Looked like Liao was almost going to be able to make a play on this, and that can't be a fun fence to run into. Great effort out there. Some tough luck.
So that was after 6 set down straight by EJ McGrew, but a leadoff double here in the 4th. Here's Cody Watanabe, who got his first hit of the summer in his last at-bat, now 1 for 13. The on-base percentage for him kind of goes crazy. Over 400, 8 walks in 13 at-bats. First pitch, Watanabe takes a fastball at the knees on the outside, 0-1.
Got the maybe the best plate discipline in college baseball. Is that what you're telling me?
Ever. Similar to Barry Bonds.
Something like that.
0-1. Front door slider, tapped through the Crawdads dugout. 0-2, excuse me. (4-2) Crawdads trail. Here in the 4th, McGrew looking to complete 4 for the 4th time this summer. Ahead in the count, kicks with the 0-2. Down and away, gets past Firestone. Moving up to 3rd is Treese on the fastball.
Fastball. Yeah. Firestone pretty sure-handed behind home plate. And this one, I mean, kind of a tough spot. Fastball way low and away. But you're definitely going to want to keep that one in front.
So a tough spot for McGrew. The Crawdads infield comes in, 1-2, hit high. Center field, Casey Cummings moving back and to his left. Will reach up, make the catch. Tagging from third without a play is Cannon Treese, and it's 5-2. The Legends add one more.
That's a job well done by Cody Watanabe. Just staying alive with 2 strikes and picking up an RBI. He's having himself a nice day.
So it'll bring up Logan Musey, the left fielder. Reached on an error by Isaiah Walker. Fresh inning, though, for McGrew. Bases empty, 1 out. Musey squares the bunt, watches a fastball. Dive off the outside edge, 1-0. A little bit of a breeze starting to pick up here in the booth. You've always noticed it's breezier up here than it is, like much breezier up here than it is on the field. 1-0 fastball on the inside, 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. The bleachers kind of stop any wind. But when it's at our backs, it feels pretty nice because it's hot today.
1-1. Check swing on a ball off the outside. Did he go? Yes, says the home plate umpire. 1-2.
And I get that I usually run pretty warm.
Same.
But 95, no joke.
1-2. Hit high and deep left center field. Cummings tracking. It's going to drop in front of him for a base knock. Rounding first, heading for second is Musey, but he's going to stop at first as Cummings makes a terrific throw back in. A 1-out knock, some more hard contact for the Legends.
Wonder where Musey heard that Casey Cummings has a cannon, because he took a wide turnaround first. Looked like maybe any other outfielder gets their hands on that one and try and test it. But Casey's thrown out a few guys this year. It's a smart decision right there to stay put.
Here's Josh Quinn, the 1 strikeout on the afternoon for McGrew. First pitch down low, good block by Firestone, 1-0. (5-2) Crawdads trail here in the top of the 4th. Crawdads just 1 loss at home. Runner goes from first pitch up and away. Firestone's throw down to second is in time. What a tag by Walker. What a throw by Firestone for the 2nd out of the inning.
No one Firestone has a straight cannon. My goodness, I mean, a laser. 3 feet off the ground the whole time. And a perfect strike. Nice tag by Walker, too. Catch tag. Nice 1 quick motion. Nice job to erase the 1-out single.
2 balls and no strikes. 5-2 Crawdads trail. McGrew now from the windup with the bases empty. 2-0. Popped up right side, getting foul back into the seats. 2-1. McGrew works from the middle of the slab and the 2-1. Down and away with the changeup. 3-1. The 3-1. Inside ball 4. 3rd walk for EJ. 2 walks and a strikeout for Josh Quinn.
Yeah, pretty tough for EJ. Every time he has the chance to end like an inning and a streak, a walk. Saw it in the first. Got the 6-3 double play, then a walk, 2-run homer, 2 out walks, just as brutal as leadoff walks.
Owen Felsch swings over the top of a first pitch slider, 0-1. So has not really been McGrew's day. 5 runs, all of them earned. You're still in the 4th. Some action in the Crawdads bullpen as the 0-1 is fly to the left side, 0-2. Hits kind of scattered throughout the lineup. No player on the Legends has more than 1. But a pair of RBI for Vaskin Smith on the home run. McGrew looks to first. Runner goes 0-2. Front door slider misses. Firestone has no throw down to second.
As one that kind of just missed inside with the left-handed batter. Firestone kind of leaning towards his right. The throw could have gotten a piece of Felsch. So maybe smart for Firestone to hold on to that.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 5-2 Crawdads trail here in the 4th. McGrew looks to second. Now the 1-2 is down and away, ball 2.
0-2 to 2-2. Here's where you got to stop it. Can't issue another ball.
Already a run home in the inning for Menlo Park. The 2-2. Rounded right side, Walker scoops it up, has time. Will sling it over to first and retire the side. But a run comes home to score on a pair of hits and an RBI sac fly. We'll head bottom 4. Crawdads trying to answer on the other side. Bottom half of the 4th, that's trailed by 3. Again, kind of an unfamiliar spot for Walnut Creek. Facing against Richard Keel, who's been solid. Crawdads looking to flip the script.
He's just, been throwing strikes. Not a lot of hard contact. Throws a lot of sliders at you. And the fastball will sneak up because slider 70 miles an hour pretty much every time. Fastball 80.
Jackson Bird leads off, watches a backdoor frisbee slider on the outside. 0-1.
And it's a pretty good pitch. Weird arm angle. Got some deception.
Keel looks in. Kind of squats down. Hands separate from his chest. 0-1. Nubbed left side slowly. Charging the third baseman, Treese, on the run. Throws to first in time for out number 1. Jackson Bird kind of did the safe motion. He was out by about 3 steps.
Gotta sell it. Love it. Gotta sell it. Never know until you try. Why not ask?
That'll bring up Nico Aspilcueta, who reached on an error, scored the Crawdads' second run. Back in the second. It was just a sky-high pop-up. What do we say, 76-degree launch angle?
73, I think.
Something like that. Just a ball kind of straight up in the air. Ended up traveling to the third baseman. Cannon Treese couldn't make a play. So Aspilcueta at the dish for his second at-bat. 0 for 1 officially. First pitch, slider, tapped first base side. Weird bounce for Crawford, but he'll take it 3 steps to the bag for out number 2.
That was weird. Off the end of the bat, kind of straight into the ground. And foul ball. Maybe hit off of Nico? I don't know.
Okay.
I am not exactly sure how you can call that a foul ball. And I am employed by the Walnut Creek Crawdads.
Yeah. This look at the umpire is brought to you by nobody.
I don't know, it's kind of one of those corkscrew ground balls. Sometimes they do go foul, those ones that are on the line and just spin off to the right or off to the left, whatnot. And wow, they're going to get together for a third time today.
Are we going to get to see it, actually see 2 plays overturned?
We might.
I'm too tired for this.
I am really energized, actually. I'm loving it.
I got no sleep last night.
Whose fault is that? Who
Mine.
had coffee at dinner?
That was not 100% not why. Because I don't, the caffeine, I'm like immune to it now. It's not a good thing.
That's horrible.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. No one-
Matt, if you're listening, we love you. We
yeah,
miss
Matt.
you.
Matt, I miss you, Matt. Why aren't you here?
Matt, goat.
Goat, my goat.
Who?
Yeah, but Matt's not here. But Matt's the goat.
So the umpires are still meeting right now, still talking. I don't even know what the... It's 95 degrees.
And it's a foul ball.
Strike one!
That's really annoying because
Because
I already wrote it.
I'm excited to hear, you know, in the exclusive post-game interviews we get with all the umpires, I'm excited to hear their explanation for that one.
Harder.
Angel!
They're busy today.
So, no balls at a strike. Somehow, Tanico Aspoqueta, Richard Keel set. And the 0-1. Outside ball one. (5-2) Crawdads trail here in the bottom half of the fourth. No scoreboard on the stream today, but we'll try to keep you updated. 5-2 still. Here, Aspoqueta might make it 5-3. Going back is Musey at the warning track. He will look up. It is off the bottom of the wall on a hop. Now kicks all the way about a quarter of the way back to the infield. It's a booming double for Nico Aspoqueta.
Yeah, that was mashed and took advantage of the second life that he got. That's his first extra base hit since June 6th. He needed it, and he got it.
EV?
92 off the bat. Ball is carrying today, but that one still hit pretty well. I mean, what is it? Anything over 90 miles an hour is
95 is a barrel.
barrel, but hard hit is different than a barrel.
Really?
90, yeah. So that's
Didn't know that.
hard hit, squared up.
Well, here's Ben Royo, who hit a barrel and a hard hit ball in his first at bat. First pitch, kind of lunges at it, pops it over by us. It will stay in play. And did he make the catch? I can't see.
He did.
The catcher, Caleb Hurd, makes a really nice catch, I'm going to assume.
He did. It was a good catch. Found the fence, kind of pushed himself off of it. And unlike Cannon, Shreese was able to make the play as he was backpedaling.
That'll bring up Owen Firestone, who grounded out to shortstop in his first at bat, 0 for 1. Dads trailed by 3, would love to get one back. Crawdads kind of struggled, especially with the strikeout against Legends bullpen pitching the other day, as the Crawdads have a couple arms up in their bullpen. First pitch to Firestone is a little high, 1-0. It is so hot.
I don't find it too unbearable today.
I think it's the hot and the tired that mix together and makes unhappy. 1-0 outside, 2-0.
Should have had some caffeine. Oh, wait. Doesn't do anything for you.
Doesn't.
It does for me, let me tell you.
Yeah, it does.
I have an energy drink, a cup of coffee, and I am literally shaking.
It's true. Can confirm, have seen
Yes.
recently.
Yes.
Where, was that in SoCal?
Yeah.
2-0. Outside ball 3.
You gotta, you know, I limit myself to one caffeinated drink per week.
Per week?
Per week.
You're a stronger man than I. Firestone would take a walk, ahead in the count, 3-0. Runner on second, Casey Cummings on deck. Keel with a 3-0. Catches the inside part, 3-1. So what?
Still headers count. 3 for a reason type.
3 balls and a strike to Firestone. Keel disagrees with his catcher Hurd, now comes set. Looks back to the runner Aspoqueta on second, 3-1. Runs inside, ball 4. That's just the second walk for Keel.
Yeah, and a good
That's
job.
just the third walk for Keel.
And a nice by Firestone, find himself on first base. You know, had that first strike called, probably not a strike, so good on him. Gets the walk regardless, makes Keel throw another pitch. This, I'm sure, is just to calm down Keel. It's kind of been a long, interesting inning. He's been on the mound for quite a while. And it's hot. Take a deep breath.
The Legends do have Michael Taylor listed as the available pitcher, one of the available pitchers on their bullpen. Maybe the most fun I've had watching an arm this year. 90 to 92.
A lot of spin.
Lot of spin. Here's Casey Cummings. Casey 1 for 2. Single, fly out. Runners on first and second. Not a ton of speed on the base paths with Aspoqueta and Firestone as the first pitch. Called a strike on the inside, 0-1.
See if Casey can drive one to the gap. Just missed one in the second. Got a little bit under it and flew out to right. Big spot for him here. Would love to see him drive one the other way for extra bases.
0-1. Way up and out. Gets to the backstop. Both runners will advance. That could be big.
And definitely going to be a wild pitch. No chance for Hurd to even get a glove on that. Two in scoring position. Now a base hit most likely scores too. So you're Casey, you don't want to do too much. Keep that line moving. Get the next guy up to the plate.
A ball and a strike. Crawdads trail by 3, but threatening with 2 outs here in the 4th. Richard Keel, the righty, looks in as Firestone extends his lead off second. Aspoqueta matches off third. 1-1. Cummings watches a slider, just a touch low. 2-1.
Yeah, pretty good take. It is a ball.
Hitters count now for Cummings, an arm up in the bullpen for the Legends. Now kind of quickly starting to get going. Keel, ready, looks to second, now back to the plate, the 2-1. Cummings watches, inside ball 3.
I think Casey thought that was going to hit him because he kind of just went statue mode. But slider slides, just misses him. Gives him another chance.
3 balls and a strike. The pitch to Cummings. Slider at the letters on the inside, 3-2. Casey struggled with the strikeout, especially of late. Went 0 for 5 with the golden sombrero against the Legends back on Wednesday. Looking for a second hit here. Let's try to make it likely a 1-run game. Keel here in the 4th. Set with the 3-2. It is tapped left side. Cummings stays alive.
Yeah, it's one of those pitches that's close enough to where you know, in the CCL, you probably got to swing at that. And Casey knows he's been in the CCL for some time. So nice job. Get a piece, stay alive, see another pitch. Keep the battle going. The more pitches that are thrown in this at-bat, the more I think Casey Cummings is going to do some real damage.
Aspoqueta off third. Firestone off second. Keel, the righty, squats down. Now sets with the 3-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. Big slider off the outside and a big whiff from Casey Cummings. So the Crawdads threaten but do not score. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a pair left on. We'll head top of the 5th. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Crawdads when we come back. New pitcher for the Crawdads here in the 5th. It's the lefty Braden Barnes trying to protect a 5-2 deficit and keep it right there.
Coming in a spot relieving E.J. McGrew, 4.90 ERA, 5th appearance of the summer, only 7 1/3 innings pitched.
First pitch fastball from Barnes misses down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Has had some good innings, has had some innings where he's given up a lot of hard contact. Let's see if he can just settle into his groove.
Hammered left field, gone. Off the scoreboard, Dylan Joyce, his 3rd homer in 2 games. Knew it off the bat.
Yeah, 106 off the bat. And for a team coming into today that had 1 official home run, got 2 today, and both of them really just smoked.
How far did that one go?
That went 365 over the scoreboard and left.
Yeah. Here's Caleb Hurd, the catcher, 0 for 2, a double play and a flyout. So, new inning from Barnes. First pitch, fastball, over the inside for a strike.
And a little unfortunate because it was a pretty good pitch. 87 in, almost off the plate. Good swing.
0-1. Up high. 1-1. Barnes works from the windup, works quickly. Tries to catch the outside edge and does. 1-2.
All right, well, maybe a
Makeup call?
makeup call. That fastball and the 0-1 count was about right down the middle. That one
Was not.
not a strike, but it was.
1-2. Curveball tapped right side slowly. Walker charges on 3 hops. Shuffle step over towards first. Throws it that way for out number 1.
Nice job to settle down after the homer. Get that first guy out. And that was some weak contact right there and on the hands. Busted him on the inside.
So here's Jordan Crawford, 0 for 1 with a walk. Crawdads trail 6-2 now. First pitch. Crawford watches a fastball on the outside, nothing in 1. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Crawdads' biggest deficit since game 1 of the SoCal series. Since they lost 8-3.
Yeah.
0-1. In off the fists and line foul off to the left, nothing in 2.
I mean, have they really even trailed at all?
Not really.
Yesterday there was no trailing.
Well, yesterday there was no game.
2 days ago.
0-2. Curveball tapped up the middle. Barnes kicks it off his glove. Has a little bit of time. Fires to first in time to beat Crawford by a step.
Trailed yesterday, but
Still didn't play yesterday.
trailed on whenever we played for an inning, half an inning.
Yeah. Here's Vaskin Smith, who homered earlier in the game today. So now these, unofficially, that's 4 home runs for the Legends, but officially 6 between the 2 of Smith and Joyce as the first pitch curveball misses low, 1-0. I love the CCL.
It's pretty cool.
Barnes works from the windup, 1-0. Called the ball at the knees, 2-0.
Good pitch, but a little low. Barnes going to take some time to himself here, just reset, try and get back in the zone after 2 balls.
2-0. Okay, 3-0. Barnes got to reset again. Looks in over the glove, now works quickly. 3-0, right down the middle. Strike 1.
Pretty much the same exact pitch
Yep.
as those last 2. They're all low. But gets a call on this one.
Barnes again. Ready, and the 3-1. Grounded to shortstop on 1. Scorching hop, Royo. Shuffle step over to first. Bird digs it out for out number 3. But a loud home run, a couple pieces of loud contact for the Legends. They extend to a 4-run lead. Crawdads trying to chip in when we come back. Crawdads got to find some second life here. Trailing 6-2 in the fifth. Still Richard Keel on the bump for his fifth inning of work, but Jacob Baca looks like he's just about ready in the Legends bullpen. It'll be 2-3-4 with Cam Calvillo leading off against Richard Keel. First pitch, slider, way off the outside, 1-0. After trailing 4-0 after just one frame, Crawdads were able to chip in, get a run in the first, and a run in the second, as the 1-0 to Calvillo is skied pretty deep, right center field, but circling over to his left is the center fielder Smith to make the catch for out number 1. Then back-to-back innings with runs for the Legends in the fourth and fifth. Crawdads trail by 4.
Yeah, they're keeping that pressure on. Crawdads going to have to obviously score some more runs, but pitching's going to have to buckle down. Pitching's been good. But, allowed to have an off day. Bat's got to pick him up.
First pitch to Aiden Camberg is strike 1. First time he's seen strike 1 in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Jacob Baca starting to throw with a little more intent in the Legends bullpen. No balls and a strike from Keel. Pitch to Camberg. Strike 2. On the outside, 0-2. Aiden Camberg doesn't know what it's like to be in a 2-strike hole.
Yeah, it's been a while. 0-2 especially.
Keel, a long wait. Now the 0-2 is hit high, medium deep left field, but an easy play for the left fielder Musey towards the line. Reaches up, grabs it for out number 2.
I think Camberg just missed it because it had that good pop sound off the bat. Just a little bit under it. Skied a little too high. And 2 up, 2 down for the Dads. Really got to get Keel out of this ball game. But truth is, it's not going to get much easier out of the bullpen either. I mean, pitching has been really good for Menlo Park this year, so just battle back one batter at a time.
That'll bring up Ethan Liao. Got a knock in his last at-bat, drove in a run. Back in the first as he takes ball 1 off the inside, 1-0. Ethan Liao currently leads, actually is second in the North in batting average. 1-0. Hit high, deep left field. Going back, Musey at the wall, at the track, looks up. It is off the bottom of the wall. Liao tearing towards second. Musey's got a good chance at getting him, but the throw is offline. It's a 2-out double. Stay hot, Ethan Liao.
All he does is hit and hit and hit and hit. Second of the day. First one was into left on the ground. This one had a chance of getting out. They're going to say missed first base. So not a base hit.
And so it goes for the Crawdads. We're going to step aside. Top 6 when we come back. So, Crawdads trailing by 4. Cannon Treese leads off the inning, fouls the first pitch back. 0-1. Ethan Liao hit what looked like a double, but missed first base back to end the 6th. Or end the 5th, excuse me, here in the 6th. 6-2 Crawdads trail. 0-1. Curveball up and away, ball 1.
If someone knows how to actually score that, please leave a comment. I think that we got it right. 7-6-1-3.
Yeah, it's not going to say that in point streak, though.
No.
1-1, backdoor curveball, dropped it in, 1-2.
I think that is right because it was to left. Left fielder Mercier picked it up, threw into second, where Josh Quinn, the shortstop, never really got a chance to apply the tag.
1-2. Strike 3 swing. Change up off the outside. First strikeout for Barnes.
That was a beauty. Change up, down, away, moving away. Only the second strikeout for Crawdad pitching.
Second baseman Cody Watanabe.
That'll bring up Cody Watanabe, who is 1 for 1, single, RBI. First pitch, curveball on the outside, strike 1. So, Crawdads have a hole to work out of. I know we've kind of hammered the point in over the last couple innings as the 0-1 misses down low, 1-1, but it's not a situation they've been in this year, at least not of late.
Yeah, early in the year, first game of the conference season, saw themselves
1-1 misses high and tight, 2-1.
Saw themselves down 4-0 in the first inning, scored 4. And later in the game, Sonoma would score 4 more and would try and battle back, never able to do it.
2-1, Tapper, right side, slowly. Bird fields the high hop, now kicks it. The runner hasn't gone yet. Bird will give way to Walker, the second baseman, who throws to Barnes. 1-4-3. I love baseball. I'm not going to mark anything in my book. Everyone's confused. Everyone and their moms is confused.
Okay, so high hopper kicks out a Bird's glove. No way they're saying foul ball. They are not.
1-4-3. Right? No, 1-3.
Yeah.
No.
3-4-1.
Yeah.
3-4-1.
Left fielder Logan.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure back.
2 up, 2 down. How about it?
This is one of the weirder CCL games ever as Logan Musey swings over the top of a good changeup. 0-1.
Yeah, well, we've seen the umpires converse
Through four times. We'll call overturned.
Never see that.
0-1. Misses low. 1-1.
We've seen a 7-6-1-3 and now a 3-4-1. Maybe the first time I've ever seen that. I mean, we were talking about the other day. We had the
2-1-3.
2-1-3
Strikeout. This one tapped the second. Could just be a 4-3. And that's exactly what it is. A 1-2-3 inning for Braden Barnes. Dads needed that one. See if they can get some offense going on the other side, trailing 6-2. Bottom half of the sixth, Crawdads needing some runs, trailing 6-2. Starting to get into the late part of this game. Bottom of six, still Richard Keel on the bump. Jacob Bach has been thrown for what feels like, I don't know, 7 hours, give or take.
At least 2 innings.
Isaiah Walker 0-2, flew out to center field both times. Skies the first pitch right side. Crawford, the first baseman, over in foul ground. Reaches up, and a quiet out number 1. That is, survey says, not good.
Now, need to start getting back into this ball game a bit. Trailing 4, later innings. Still time. Get 1 here, a couple in the next, never know.
First baseman Jackson Bird.
That'll bring up Jackson Bird, the first baseman today. 0-2, fly out and a ground out. First pitch. Bird watches on the outside, strike 1. 6-2, Legends lead here in the 6th. Trying to break the Crawdads win streak. Crawdads haven't lost in over a week as Bird watches a pitch off the outside, 1-1. Last time the Crawdads lost was last Wednesday in Orange County, got walked off. 1-1. Bird grounds it right side under the glove of the first baseman Crawford as it kicks into right field. It's going to be
Base hit?
sure.
Why not? Bird had one robbed from him earlier. Give him one here.
It's probably a foul ball, honestly.
Yeah.
That's an awesome sound. I love hearing that in my ear.
I don't.
I didn't know we were in Sonoma playing the Stompers. Here's Nico Azpilicueta. First pitch slider, swung on and missed, nothing in 1. The pitch count for Keel still relatively low. That just number 83 on his day. 52 strikes, 31 balls. Working deep into this one here in the 6th with 1 out. Throw over to first, Bird back in with a head first dive. 6-2 Crawdads trail. 5 runs allowed over 4 frames from E.J. McGrew, who had a ERA sub-1 coming into the game. That's going to rise. Throw over again, Bird in safely. No Mark Wolbert today, no Cole Kosciuszko. A couple of the Crawdads' top left-handed bats against a funky righty. May be hurting just a little bit. 0-1. Strike 2. Keel works from the stretch. Not a big lead off first for Bird as he kind of leans towards the first base bag. 0-2. Way outside, ball 1. Azpilicueta's reached base twice, an error and a double. Reached third on a wild pitch, but was stranded there after Casey Cummings struck out. Throw over to first. They had Bird leaning, but it wasn't the best throw over to Crawford. I don't think that's Jordan Crawford at first.
Doesn't look like him.
Number 16, it's Dominic Avila. 1-2, Bird runs. Azpilicueta fouls it back. Let's see, so that is, I don't think I'm gonna mark it in point streak until they come to bat. Because there's gonna be something weird with the order.
Probably. Probably.
And I'm okay with that.
Sure.
That's, you know, my one sin of the day.
Okay.
I'll forgive myself.
All right.
A ball and 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 6th. 6-2 Crawdads trail with Azpilicueta at the dish. 1-2. Strike 3 swinging. Fastball up high. Azpilicueta couldn't catch up. Second strikeout for Keel.
Well, I'll say this. Crawdads have been pretty good, not expanding the zone with 2 strikes. Not really chasing this one. Fastball just a little bit above the zone, but a ball if taken. And Azpilicueta just swings through it. Only the 2nd strikeout of the day.
That'll bring up Ben Royo. 1 for 2. Pop-up double. Doubly hit was crushed to center field. Throw over to first. Bird's back in safely. Jackson Bird not the biggest speed threat, especially not with 2 outs in a 4-run game.
Oh, yeah, trying to stay put and hoping the bats do the talking.
First pitch to Arroyo, and it's a balk.
Oh, wow. It's the third balk of the day.
Yep.
Second for Keel. And this is a pretty insane game that we've had. One of the more funky. Now 3 balks. 7-6-1-3. A 3-4-1. 4 times the umpires have gotten together to discuss a play. Crazy.
So no count to Ben Royo. First pitch. Royo grounds it on the ground to the left side, diving to get it at the third baseman, throws across the diamond, and so it goes for the Crawdads. The third baseman, Trees, kind of just fell to his back. Stuck his glove in the air, made a play. That'll end the inning. Well, to the top of the 7th, 6-2, Crawdads trail. Third inning of work for Braden Barnes out of the bullpen. He's been solid since allowing a home run to the first batter he faced. Set down 6 straight, 5 on grounders, 1 on a strikeout. He'll face the top of the lineup as Josh Quinn swings through a good fastball, 0-1. You're in the 7th. Crawdads trail 6-2. Braden Barnes again has been good, and he's been pretty efficient as well. 0-1 hit high. Medium deep to left. Liao doesn't see it. Now sprinting towards the line. He's going to drop the ball. Heading for third is the runner. Here comes the tag. It's not going to be in time. E7.
Yeah, it's tough because, I mean, that is routine as it gets. Maybe the sun is in the way. We have a shaded press box, so a little tough to tell. Shaded, not air conditioned. Must say that. Liao might be staring right into the sun as he's kind of rubbing his eyes, so it could have been it.
Right fielder.
Tough.
Here's Rowan Felsch. 1 for 3. First pitch down and away. 1-0.
And Barnes, I feel bad for Barnes because ever since the leadoff homer, he's been really good.
Yeah, get a soft pop-up to start your inning. You feel like you're in a good spot. 1-0. Down low. Firestone knocks it down, and unable to move up is Quinn. 2-0.
It's like one of those. Once that happens in an inning, I've watched enough Padres baseball to know that runs usually score when something like that happens. So let's see if Barney can bear down.
2-0. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. 2-1. Infield's going to come in for the Crawdads. Still just a 4-run game, and we've seen the Crawdads offense be explosive. Not today. The 2-1. Kind of off the fist, straight up in the air. Firestone now can't see it, and there's not going to be a play.
Unfortunate.
Fire interference. Can't call it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't know where. No one knew where it was. Firestone caught it locked eyes on it pretty late, and just couldn't get Maxey out of the way. That's unfortunate.
Barnes from the windup, the 2-2, is down and away with a slider, 3-2. You don't hate a walk here with an open base, but Dylan Joyce has been kind of killer today. 3-2. Hit high and deep right field. If it's fair, this is trouble, but it is foul.
Long strike, so what?
How long?
334, not that long.
It sounded long.
Out by
10 feet.
9 feet.
The 3-2. Swung on and missed. Dropped the hammer. Second strikeout for Barnes.
You hit a foul homer with 2 strikes, you know the next one's strike 3. It's just how the game works. Huge, huge, huge from Braden Barnes. Now maybe a walk doesn't hurt you.
Dylan Joyce, homer, single, and a sharp ground out. Runner on third. Would not want to be the Crawdads infield playing in with this guy at the dish.
No, he's been hitting it hard today. 2 RBIs, 2 base hits, the homer, 106 off the bat.
First pitch, changeup on the outside, 0-1.
And it was a good pitch from Braden Barnes that Joyce hit out of the park. Fastball in.
0-1, swing and a miss. Changeup down low, 0-2.
Back to that changeup. 2 straight in this at bat. I don't think Barnes wants to give him a heater. Maybe you can here, up and out of the zone. Let's see.
0-2. Tapped foul.
Tripled up on the off speed. This one, the hammer. Pretty good, a little bit below the zone, and it definitely had Joyce out in front. He was fooled, but good enough. What is that? Hand-eye coordination to just get a piece.
No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Hit high to the right side, foul.
Bat control was the word I was looking for. Good bat control. Just get a piece, stay alive. Keep fighting in an 0-2 count.
And this is a good hitter. Dylan Joyce, 4 home runs now this summer, but he strikes out swinging. Ball in the dirt. Got the hammer again. Firestone throws to first. Outs.
Barnes could certainly be out of the inning by.
Here is the left home plate as the Crawdads. Where?
Right.
On the outside, 0-1. 2 Crawdads trail. Here in the 7th. Throw over to first, but back in safely is Hurd. There's a leadoff 3-base error by Ethan Liao. Then back-to-back strikeouts to the second and third place hitters is the 0-1. His line foul, 0-. And 2. Followed by a walk. Here, an 0-2 count to Avila in his first at bat. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Barnes looking to escape after the leadoff error. Set at the belt, looks to first. The 0-2 is tapped to the left side, foul. This will be Barnes' 49th pitch here in his 3rd inning of work. Could be the last batter he faces. No balls and 2 strikes. The lefty Barnes looks to first. The 0-2 is off the outside. Check swing. Did he go? No. Says the... Yes! Wow.
Yeah.
No says me. Yes says the ump. And somehow, Braden Barnes gets out of that inning, like we all expected after the leadoff 3-base error. Little stretch will head to the bottom of the 7th. Crawdads see if they can get some momentum back on the other side. New pitcher for Menlo Park in the bottom of the 7th. It's the righty from Alameda, local kid, Jacob Baca.
3rd appearance of the year, high ERA, but only 3 1/3 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. He's got knocked around a bit. 7 hits in those 3 innings, but 4 of them came in non-conference.
Crawdads kind of need to knock him around a little bit. Trailing by 4. Pumps a fastball past Owen Firestone. 0-1. You have the high school on Jacob Baca by any chance?
I do not.
Would
I
you mind
can tell
looking
you
that up?
he went to he was hometown Alameda.
0-1 to Firestone. Up high, ball 1. Wonder if these guys played against each other. I'm sure they played against each other, but I wonder if they maybe went to high school together. 0-5, also from Alameda.
La Habra.
Not the same high school, but I would assume know each other. 1-1, fastball swung on and missed on a ball up high, 1-2.
Reedley College for Jacob Baca. We, as in the Santa Barbara City College golf team, finished five or so strokes above them for 3rd place in states.
1-2, runs tight, 2-2.
Baca, not a golfer.
Do you know that for a fact?
That it was Reedley?
that he isn't a golfer.
Not a
Well.
collegiate golfer because he was not on the team.
The 2-2 from Baca. Swung on and missed.
Yep, up above the zone. Got a feel for Owen. Took one off the you-know-where area. And the top half of this inning might not be 100% yet.
Here's Casey Cummings. 1 for 3. Single to lead off the game, then stole a pair of bases, came home to score on Ethan Liao's ground out, but 0 for 2 since then. Righty on righty, Baca from the first base side. Delivers a fastball down and away, ball 1.
Quite the velocity difference as well. Keel kind of topping 80 miles an hour, and we've seen Baca up to 89, almost 90.
A ball, no strikes. Cummings swings through a fastball, 1-1.
Maybe, you look into the Legends. They've been a really good pitching staff this year. I wonder if part of that is because they mix speeds. You talk about pitchers being able to mix speeds, but staffs mixing speeds.
Cummings swings through a fastball, 1-2.
Can be just as devastating. So I wonder if that plays a factor. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Just 5 hits for the Crawdads. It's not been their day offensively. 1-2. Skips in about 49 feet, 2-2. Need a base runner. Get 1, get 2, get 3, get 4. Score.
Still within slam range. Keep it that way, inch a couple closer. Running out of frames, though.
Here in the bottom of the 7th, trailing by 4. Baca's 2-2. The outside, ball 3. Yeah, over the last 3 seasons, we talked about this the other night, over the last 3 seasons, 10 league game walk-offs for the Crawdads. You think about it, that's about it's a little over 20% of all the home games have ended in a walk-off. It's impressive. The 3-2. Cummings flies it to the right side. Playable maybe for Avila, the first baseman, as it hits off the railing and goes foul.
I've seen some special things today. What are the chances of the ball hitting that tiny little fence post? Low.
Low.
Got to imagine.
Baca struck out the first batter he faced, now trying to make it 2 in a row to start his outing. From the stretch, the righty against Casey Cummings. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. I hear his mother.
Yeah. Family member. Don't know if it's his mother. But fastball up and in, right past Casey. 2 up, 2 down, 2 Ks. Jacob Baca looks pretty good.
Here's Cam Calvillo, 0 for 2. Not something we see a lot. Just kind of a lifeless performance so far for the Crawdads. First pitch. Runs high, ball 1.
It's just one of those days. Is something chalk it up to. It's one of those days.
Yeah. You're allowed to have those days. Long summer. 1-0. Down and away, ball 2. And hey, the game still isn't over. A ball to be played.
A lot of innings left. Not really a lot, but enough.
Yeah.
7 outs.
7 outs, score 4 runs.
Crazier things have happened.
Who says no? Not I, said the little piggy. Didn't like that one. 2-0 runs high, 3-0. No?
Fine. 3 out of 10.
3-0. Baca has struck out the first 2 batters he's faced. 3-0 to the plate is down low, ball 4. All right, 2 out base runner.
Need it. Need it. We saw what happened in the first inning. Jordan Crawford, 2 out walk. Baskin Smith, 2-run homer. Why not, Aiden? Why not?
Camberg's already got 1 homer this year. Also has got a handful of doubles. He's hit the ball hard. 0 for 2 today with a walk. Facing Baca for the first time. First pitch. Just a little low, ball 1.
Good take. Good spit. It was low. Camberg knows what he's looking for. See if he gets his pitch.
Camberg crouched over stance from the left side. Baca, the 1-0. At the knees. Camberg probably just taking till strike one. 5 straight thrown by Baca to that point. He looks over to first, now ready to the plate. The Crawdads trailing by 4 here in the 7th. 1-1. Up high, 2-1. Two balls and a strike, 2 outs here in the 7th. The Crawdads trail 6-2. Have not scored since the 2nd. Calvillo a short lead off first. Baca nods twice, now the 2-1. Up high, ball 3.
The command of the strike zone that Aiden Camberg has is really, honestly special. I mean, I don't really know that I've seen him chase this summer.
He's an everyday guy as well, the 3-1. Kind of muscled, shallow center field. That's going to drop for a knock. Back-to-back 2-out base runners for the Crawdads. See if they can put something together here in the 7th.
Hey, I know that Camberg's been hitting the ball 1,000 miles an hour pretty much every time he's come to the plate, but you take that every once in a while. You take the bloop hit. Back up the middle, extend the inning, give Ethan Liao a chance. You know, you're doing good things when the catcher's got to go out and talk and calm him down. I mean, you never know what can happen. Hot day, hands get slippery, tries to fire in a curveball, and it hangs and Liao bangs.
6-2 the score. Tying run all of a sudden in the on-deck circle. Ethan Liao at the dish. He's had a weird day. Liao seemed to hit a double in his last at-bat, but then was thrown out on appeal. The umpires decided he did not touch first base. Also has a single and an RBI and a steal. Hits with runners on first and second. 2 down. First pitch, fastball. Call the strike on the outside. 0-1. Crawdads trail 6-2 here in the 7th. No balls and a strike to the Crawdads cleanup hitter. The pitch. Liao swings through a fastball. 0-2.
Got to protect. Got to make him make a play. Can't have him on the ropes and strike out.
No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the 7th. Camberg off first, Calvillo off second. The 0-2 from Baca. Hit high, but right at the center fielder. He's there, reaches down. And the Crawdads go scoreless for the 5th straight inning. Hasn't happened in a while. Led to the top of the 8th. 6-2 the score. Carson Mercier back on play-by-play on the other side.
So to the top of the 8th we go at Monte Vista High School. 6-2 the score. Menlo Park Legends leading over the Walnut Creek Crawdads as the Legends climb to bat. It's Vaskin Smith, Cannon Treese, and Cody Watanabe scheduled here in the top half of the 8th inning. Braden Barnes back to work, his 4th inning of relief. First pitch of the inning is a changeup. Swing and a miss from Vaskin Smith, and the count 0-1. Crawdads went scoreless in the bottom of the 7th inning. But they had a pretty good opportunity to score as the 0-1 is hit off the end of the bat and a foul ball behind home plate. So Barnes ahead, 0-2. Crawdads' first 2 men in the inning would strike out to start the bottom of the 7th. 6-2 would reach, and Ethan Liao would line out to straightaway center field as the 0-2 pitch is taken for strike 3. Braden Barnes starts the 8th with a K, same way he ended the 7th. It's his 5th in relief and the first out of the 8th inning.
He's been phenomenal. This is his best outing of the summer by far. Not a ton of bright spots today for the Crawdads, but 3 1/3, just 1 hit, 5 strikeouts.
The 1 hit was a home run on the first batter that he faced. Dylan Joyce took him out to deep left field as Cannon Treese takes high, ball 1-1-0. 106 miles an hour off the bat as an introduction for Braden Barnes into the ballgame. 1-0, change up top of the zone, called a ball. I guess it missed outside. So 2-0 the count on the right-handed hitter and third baseman for the Legends. 2-0, sails outside. 3-0. That one definitely outside, but the zone has certainly pulsed throughout the game. We've seen some pitches pretty much middle, called a ball, and seen some pitches well off the corner, called a strike. 3-0, no question, down low, and ball 4. So a 1-out walk for the Legends, and the number 8 hitter, Cody Watanabe, is coming up.
So what? Kind of. Get a double play ball, get a ground ball, end the inning.
Just the second walk issued by Braden Barnes since he entered this ball game back in the 5th inning. Last one didn't come around to hurt him as pitching coach Austin Harrington going out to have a word with the lefty.
Is it time?
Do it.
This look around the CCL is brought to you by American Stage Tour. Small enough to carry, large enough to compete. Just a couple games going today. No score for Arroyo Seco Conejo. It looks like it hasn't even started according to Point Streak. Pregame at Sinsheimer Park in Slow. Still scoreless there. Eddie Matthews Field, Santa Barbara High School, OC, Santa Barbara playing at 4:30. VC and the Academy at 6:05. Alameda and Sonoma play in Sonoma at 6:05.
Harrington heads back to the dugout. Crawdad infielders back to their spots. Barnes remains in the game, although there's a right-hander warming for the Dads. Looks like it's Cal Johnson, who we saw on Thursday night against the Seagulls. Maybe back-to-back games for him, as the first pitch slider to Watanabe is in there for a strike. 0-1. Cody is 1 for 2 today. Single, a sac fly RBI, and a 3-4-1 ground out. 0-1. Outside, maybe low. Ball and a strike. 3-4-1. Yes, you heard that right. It was a high chopper to Jackson Bird. Poked up out of his glove. Watanabe, I don't think he ever saw the ball. Kind of just stayed at home plate. Isaiah Walker would pick it up at second base, throw to the covering Barnes, and end the inning. 1-1. Drops in for a strike. Good curveball. And Barnes is ahead, a ball and 2 strikes. 6-2 the score. Here in the top of the 8th inning, Legends trying to add on. Runner on first and 1 gone. 1-2 pitch. Curveball taken a little bit high at the hands, and the count will even 2-2. Inning started with a strikeout of Vaskin Smith, and then Cannon Treese would draw a 4-pitch walk. 2-2 pitch here is fouled off of Cody Watanabe's bat, actually twice. Poked it straight foul into the ground. On the backswing, he got it again, kind of shot it towards the third base dugout. So some more funk, just things that don't really see all that often. Continue to happen. 96 degrees here in Danville, California. Certainly a warm one. We're all sweating here in the booth. Fans that are here are tried to make their way to the top of the bleachers and find some shade. Throw over back standing is Treese. Not all that close. Throw was on the home plate side of first base. Bird holds on Treese. Barnes stares him down. Set from the belt. 2-2 pitch. Slider fouled in and out of Firestone's glove. Count will stay 2-2. And the home plate umpire, Harvey Maxey, goes out to deliver Barnes a ball by himself.
Yeah, Elfi's kind of taking a beating back there. It's been a tough day for him. He's done a good job, but only so much you can do.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out. Barnes home. Fastball hit on the ground, could be 2. Walker fields the hop, flip to second, 1. Back to first, in time, and a double play. 4-6-3 to end the inning. Braden Barnes goes 4 innings of 1-run ball in relief and gives his boys a chance. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Crawdads trailing 6-2. Crawdads coming to bat for the home half of the 8th inning, trailing the Menlo Park Legends 6-2. Walker, Jackson Bird, and Nico Aspilcueta to the plate. Walker climbs into the right-handed batter's box. Still Jacob Baca on the mound for the Legends. Was able to work around some 2-out rally-ish type stuff for the Crawdads in the 7th. Crawdads had runners on first and second, 2 outs. And Baca was able to induce a line out to center field. Walker takes down low. Count goes to 1-0. Walker 0 for 3 today. Couple of flyouts to center and a pop-up and foul ground to first. 1-0 from Baca. Fastball swing and a miss. And the count evens 1 apiece. So innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. 2 very, very different pitchers as Baca comes home with the 1-1. Fastball just a little inside, 2-1. We saw Richard Keel, 80 miles an hour topping with the fastball and was throwing a lot of sliders. Jacob Baca, only an inning plus in this game, but a lot of fastballs, upper 80s, not a lot of off-speed variety. 2-1. There's a slider, and there's a strike, so the count evens 2 apiece.
For the Crawdads, just got to get one guy on, take it one at bat at a time.
Crawdads have certainly had their chances. They've had base traffic in every inning except the 5th, including they left 2 runners on in the 4th, 2 runners on in the 7th. They haven't scored since the 2nd inning. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Fastball lined the other way, but slicing, and a foul ball into the Crawdad bullpen.
Someone made a play.
Barehanded play.
Yeah.
It's Xavier Rios, maybe?
He's a catcher.
Whoever it was, nice. Barehanded. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out, home half of the 8th inning. Baca kind of rocks from the stretch motion and comes set at the belt. Deep breath. Walker ready. Here's the pitch. Flared off the other way, sinking liner to right field, and it'll land right in front of Rios again. Kind of fields it on a hop and throws it in. So another foul ball. Count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crawdads looking to get something together here. 6 outs remaining in the ball game. He's never really looked all that great from the get. 4 first inning runs. Crawdads would get 1 in the first, 1 in the second, but nothing since. Legends were only able to add on in the 4th and the 5th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, infield, outfield stretch. Hit on the ground right side. Watanabe, the second baseman, ranges to his left, gobbles it up, throw a little low, but and there's 1 gone in the 8th inning. Bring up Jackson Bird. Bird 1 for 3. Flew out to center field, a nice play by Baskin Smith. He laid out to rob him of what would have been a bloop single. Ground out to third, and a single down the first baseline, an infield single. Back in his last at bat in the 6th. Righty-lefty matchup. Back of the righty set. At the belt, comes home. And connects with the zone. Got a heater on the inner third and a called strike, 0-1 to Bird. Center fielder Vass to the right side of second base. Bird waits the 0-1. It is cranked right field deep. Rowan Felsch looking up. All he can do is watch. Solo home run for Jackson Bird in the 8th, and the Crawdads cut the deficit in half.
Yeah. 102. That ball was, wow.
His first of the summer, and the Crawdads now trail 6-3, but finally some life as they've scored for the first time since the 2nd inning. Now Nico Aspilcueta, who is 1 for 3, double back in the 4th inning, scored a run in the 2nd, grounds this to third. Treese has it, throw across, little high, but pulled down by Avila, and quickly now 2 gone. 1 pitch after the homer, as Jacob Baca is able to get a ground out. So now Ben Royo, Crawdads shortstop.
Shortstop, Ben Arroyo.
1 for 3 on the day, doubled to straightaway center field in the second inning. Since then, 0 for 2. Pop up and foul ground behind home plate and a ground out to third. Looking to keep this inning alive for the Crawdads. Baca comes home, fastball right down the middle, 0-1. Crawdads still looking to preserve their 5-game winning streak. They need to score 3 runs at some point. 0-1, down low in the dirt, 1-1. Longest winning streak that the Dads had last year, at least in conference play, was 7 games. And went close to that mark. Looking too great. 1-1 pitch. Fastball softly flared the other direction and well foul over the batting cages. So Royo down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Baca set. Long hold, deep breath, high leg kick, and the pitch is fouled straight back into the net. We'll do the 1-2 again.
The at-bats from Royo really these last 2 games have been so much better after he had kind of a dry spell. Got a day off the last time these 2 teams played. Had to come in after Nico DeFazio got hit. And really since then, the at-bats have been really solid.
Yeah, yesterday he broke a streak of strikeouts in 7 straight games with 7 games. Has yet to strike out today either. Ball and 2 strikes. Fastball taken high. Appeal. No go, says the first base umpire. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Baca set. Home with the pitch. This one slapped. Going back. He's got enough room to make the catch, and the inning is over. But Jackson Bird's solo home run in the 8th inning will go to the 9th. 6-3, Crawdads trail here on the Walnut Creek Crawdads. In the final frame at Monte Vista High School, 6-3 the score. Legends coming to bat, trying to increase that lead with a new pitcher on the mound. It's score right where it is. 9-1 and 2 for the Legends in the top of the 9th. First pitch swing from Logan Musey, kind of lines it softly into left center, and backtracking on it is the shortstop Royo. He's got it, 1 pitch, 1 out for Cal Johnson.
He's been good, especially in league play. Overall numbers are okay. 4.32 ERA with 9 strikeouts and 8 in the third. But since it's turned to league play, 5 games, 6 innings, 6 strikeouts to 1 walk, just a 1.5 ERA.
Opponents hitting just 190 off the right-hander, the whip under 1. Johnson has been good. Here's the top of the order, Josh Quinn. Shortstop from the right side. First pitch swinging, but he fouls it straight back and into the trees. So no balls, a strike. 6-3 the score, top of the 9th. 4 runs in the first inning for the Legends. Kind of the statement inning. Other than that, it's been spotty as the 0-1 misses outside, a ball and a strike. Johnson relieves Braden Barnes, who was fantastic, maybe his best outing of the summer. 4 innings, a hit, 1 run. It was a homer, 2 walks, 5 Ks. 1-1 pitch, popped up on the infield. Second baseman Walker coming in on the infield, dirt now on the grass, reaches up two-handed to make the catch. 2 up, 2 down for Cal Johnson.
Love it. 2 really soft hit balls, get 2 outs, get your bats back up. End it here.
Barnes, the first batter he faced was Dylan Joyce. He sent one over the scoreboard in left field, 106 miles an hour off the bat, but after that, Barnes was shut down electric. Now Rowan Felsch with 2 down in the top of the 9th. This one misses outside on the off-speed pitch, 1-0. Felsch, a hit today, a single back in the first, came around to score. Since then, 0 for 3. 1 for 4 on his days. He takes down low, 2-0. No action for the Crawdads. One's getting loose for the Legends. 2-0 is lined that way, and foul ball, 2-1.
It's Michael Taylor getting loose for the Legends. Really, really good stuff from the right side.
Yeah, we got to see him on Wednesday.
Really good.
At College of San Mateo. Nasty stuff. 2-1 fouled straight back, and 2-2 the count. Johnson looking for a shutdown top of the 9th inning and give his guys at least a good chance of battling back into this ball game. Crawdads trailing 6-3 on the verge of their 5-game winning streak being ended. 2-2, way high over the glove of Firestone, and the count's full. Looked like it. And Firestone just never really had a chance. Crawdads were able to get 1 in the bottom of the 8th thanks to the Jackson Bird solo homer. Johnson looking to get his guys back in the dugout as the pitch is fouled back into the screen. Count will stay full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Johnson, the third pitcher to be used in this game. We talked about Barnes. E.J. McGrew didn't have his great day. He started for the Dads. 4 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. 3 walks, only 1 strikeout. 3-2 pitch. Fastball fouled back and out of play, so the count will stay. E.J. McGrew was done in that first inning. Menlo Park scored 4 times on 3 hits, a couple of walks. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Johnson set from the stretch. Fastball fouled in and out of Firestone's glove, and there will be another. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 6-3 the score. Johnson trying to keep it that way as the pitch is sky to left side, foul ground. Calvillo moving over into the Legends dugout, a foul ball to the grassy fields, out of play down the third base line.
This will be pitch number 10 of the at-bat for Cal Johnson. Good fight by Felsch.
Everyone kind of returns to their spots. Calvillo and Royo kind of walking slowly. Johnson comes set, stares at home. High leg kick pitches outside, a ball 4. So a 10-pitch walk for Rowan Felsch keeps the inning alive, and the dangerous, dangerous Dylan Joyce is coming up.
Yeah, I do not want to walk anyone to get to this guy. Tons of power from the right side. Homered and doubled yesterday. Already has a homer today.
Joyce struck out in the 7th, like you said, homered in the 5th. Singled home a run in the 1st and rounded out in the 2nd, so he's 2 for 4. Righty on righty matchup. Johnson set. Pitch Pitch home. Slider misses a little high, so 1-0. Looked like almost got a check swing from Dylan Joyce. Got that bat off his shoulder, started to rotate, but was able to hold up in time. Same spot, same result, 2-0. This time, Joyce kind of bailing out of the back of the batter's box. Throw over, and this one a little close, but back in ahead of the throw is Rowan Felsch.
Pretty good throw, pretty good move by Johnson.
6-3 the score. Legends looking to add on. They have a man on first in the top of the 9th inning and 2 outs. 2-0 pitch. Fastball hit hard, but the other way and a foul ball. 2-1.
I think Johnson might have gotten a little lucky there. Fastball down and in, kind of towards the wheelhouse of the big power hitter, Joyce.
Johnson threw 2 innings 2 days ago against the Seagulls. Comes home with the 2-1. Stop throw down to first. It is just a little late. Good idea from Owen Firestone. Pitch was called a strike, so the count is 2-2 now on Dylan Joyce. And just barely Rowan Felsch was able to get back into first ahead of the throw. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Johnson set. Here's the pitch home. Curveball taken just a little inside, and the count's full. So second straight full count for Cal Johnson. Felsch takes his lead, and Johnson is Felsch going to be running on the 3-2 pitch with 2 outs in the inning. Bird not going to hold him on. 3-2 pitch, here it is. Fastball hit on the ground left side. Royo's got it, has some trouble with it. Now throw across is way high and over the head of Jackson Bird. Being waved around third is Rowan Felsch. Jackson Bird's throw to the plate is not in time. Felsch able to slide in just ahead of the throw. Run will score on the error, and it's 7-3, Legends lead.
There's just no reason to throw that ball. I don't think there was any chance he was getting the runner at first after he flubbed the play. And, you know, you'd much rather have runners on first and second, 2 outs, than a run home.
And looks like time is going to be called, maybe a pinch runner for Dylan Joyce. It will be. Joyce coming off. Who is coming on is the question. It looks like Kevin Shea going to pinch run for Dylan Joyce. So still 2 outs in the inning, but now a run home after the E6. Johnson did his job, got a ground ball. Royo's throw just kind of rushed it a little bit, and I mean, maybe 4 or 5 feet over the head of Jackson Bird. Here's the catcher, Caleb Hurd. 7-3 the score now, top of the 9th inning. Johnson home. First pitch is grounded through the left side and a base hit. The inning will continue. So Cal Johnson got the first 2 guys of the inning. A 10-pitch walk for Rowan Felsch, the E6. Now the single runners on first and second. 2 outs, and Dom Avila coming up.
You just kind of feel bad for Cal Johnson. Now, this is a couple of times where he's come in, he's done his job, and has not gotten the results he's wanted.
Avila, a pinch hitter for Jordan Crawford, who started the game at first base. Avila 0 for 1 today, struck out in his only at-bat. He's back in the 7th inning against Braden Barnes. First pitch to him here, fastball just on the outside, and a called strike 1. Crawford was 0 for 2, a walk, a run scored, and a couple of groundouts. Nothing in 1 here. Fastball swinging a miss. Way late on the heater, and Johnson's ahead, nothing in 2. Shea takes his lead off second, Hurd off first. No balls, 2 strikes. Curveball, grounded foul the other way. 7-3 Menlo Park leading over the Walnut Creek Crawdads here in the top of the 9th inning, and the Legends still threatening. Able to get 4 in the top of the first, 1 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 1 here in the 9th. 0-2 again. Johnson home. Fastball, swing and a miss. Pushed it right past him. However, Menlo Park able to get a run on a hit and error. They leave 2 men on base. If the Crawdads are going to want to win this game, they're going to need to score at least 4. as they come up in the bottom of the 9th inning with Owen Firestone, Casey Cummings, and Cam Calvillo. Bottom of the 9th inning, Crawdads going to need to score 4 runs to keep this thing going. Menlo Park leading 7-3. Owen Firestone was scheduled to bat to lead off the bottom of the 9th inning. It'll be Mark Wolbert to face a new pitcher, Michael Taylor, into the game. We saw him on Wednesday, and he's got some good stuff. Relieves Jacob Baca. Taylor comes set. First pitch is a fastball that misses by the shoot tops, and it's 1-0 to Mark Wolbert. Wolbert, that's for Owen Firestone. Firestone was 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Taylor set, 1-0 pitch, down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Gets a sign, comes set. 2-0. Fastball fought off, foul the other way. ERA at 3 for Michael Taylor. This is 3rd appearance of the summer. He's got a save, only 3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts. Walks have been a problem. Issued 4, but only 2 hits. We saw him go 2 against the Crawdads on Wednesday. Gave up a run, a hit, a couple of walks, also 3 strikeouts. 2-1. This is down low. So 3 balls and a strike now on the pinch hitting Mark Wolbert. Wolbert, Cummings, and Calvillo scheduled in this bottom of the 9th inning. 3-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off. 3-2. Crawdads riding a 5-game winning streak as it stands, but they're 3 outs away from that ending. Three balls, 2 strikes. Taylor set from the stretch. Fastball taken for strike 3. Spotted up on the corner, and Wolbert goes looking for the first out of the 9th inning.
Didn't have to be. Was there. I don't know.
Center fielder Casey Cummings.
So now Casey Cummings, just the 5th time that a Crawdads batter has struck out today. Righty on righty matchup. Taylor home. Wicked slider is there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Crawdads struck out 9 times yesterday, 14 times on Wednesday against this Menlo Park Legends squad. 0-1. Down and away. 1-1. But that hasn't been the problem today, of course. It's just not a lot of hard contact. The hard contact has kind of just been right at guys.
Those sustained rallies, and that's kind of been the name of the game for the Crawdads so far this summer.
Ball and a strike. Fastball right there on the corner, and it's 1-2.